Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome this week's episode of Talks with TVBOO. Welcome this week's episode of the podcast. Hope y'all having a great week, and I appreciate y'all being here, man. I really do, because we have a fucking legendary episode today with a legendary guest. Before I introduce this guest, I just got to say, tickets for the Blue Collar Bass Tour on sale now. Okay, it's my first headline tour, and it's an album tour, so it's a tour based off my album Blue Collar Bass that's coming out later this year. People have been asking, when is it coming out? I don't fucking know, all right? It's coming out this year. I should know. They've told me when it's coming out, but that's just the honest truth. I don't know when it's coming out, but I do know is I'm playing all over the fucking place. So if I'm coming to your city, come see me. You can check out all those dates and buy tickets at musicbytaboo.com. So I hope y'all go check it out. And also, I just had the first single of the album come out today. It's Tuesday when I'm recording this. So it's called Bass Music, and we made it with this week's guest. And it's a really fun, goofy, silly song. And I'm so proud of it. And it's just, I hope y'all like it. Go check it out if you haven't already. But my guest this week is literally my favorite artist on the planet. You know, if you've watched the show, you know, you've probably heard me talk about it, but this guy is literally my favorite artist on the planet, dude. It's kind of fucking crazy. I get to sit down and talk with him and write a song with him. And, you know, this guy's, you know, done so much for me without even actually doing anything. Just being himself has, you know, changed me as a person. This guy's touched me non-sexually in ways that most people have never. And so, man, it's just so fucking wild to be able to sit down and talk with this guy and just, you know, be friends, be normal people, man. It's wild to me, but you know what? Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, GRiZ.
Come here, girl, 'cause that's back. Let me take my tongue and go around your dirt track. I met a girl and her booty tastes like strawberries. I swear to God, this could be the one that I marry. Hey, hey, and she's so different. I made that from behind. I met a girl and her booty tastes like strawberries.
Hello.
Yep, we're rolling.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Cool. Sorry I smoked on my weed, man.
Dude, I was excited to smoke your weed with you and then freak out for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah, you just palm sweating. Sitting here just zoning out.
I'm just sitting here thinking about something I said on Twitter the day before as you're telling me a story.
Oh, dude. Goes to Twitter, deletes post.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you have those moments anymore? Because, I mean, you're big. You smoke hella. But I don't smoke a whole lot, so I still have those moments where I'm like, I just get in my head and I freak out. I have that happen just about every time.
Man, it's not like, no, I mean, no. I remember the first time I had a panic attack smoking weed. We used to do these things called hot knives, and it sounds wild.
Is it like a hash hit from a stove and a knife?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. You get the burner on the stove going. You put 2 kitchen knives on it, heat them shits up, and then drop a little glob of hash or a huge glob of hash on it, and then you take like a 2 liter cut in half, and then you like put that in your mouth, and basically just like float over it and inhale as like all the smoke comes up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like so extreme. This was pre-dabs though, you know what I'm saying? This is before they had figured out dabs, because we were doing dabs like you would take wax and you would put it on something called a health stone, which is like a small pumice stone, put it on there, and then you take a butane torch and just smash it. And which like now it's like you put it on like this like nice like, you know, ceramic or glass nail, and it like tastes all absolutely gorgeous and everything, you know. But I remember I was like, I'm dying, you know. I'm like laid out on the floor. I can't feel like my heart, and like I took myself to the hospital. I was in college, you know. And at the time I was way fucked up on everything, you know. Like I was doing all these sorts of drugs, and like I was on all these medications and everything. My life was like really out of control. And so,
How long ago was this?
I'm 32 now, and so I must have been 21 or 22. Yeah, so like 10 years ago. And yeah, I just thought, I was like, this is it, dude. Like I'm meeting the end here. And then my mom, and then I have to call my mom. Like someone has to pick me up from the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, so my fucking mom is there. It's so embarrassing. And she's like, you know, she's like, oh, sweetie, like, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm like, I'm grown. You know, I'm grown.
Yeah.
The doctor's like, oh, are you freaking out? You know, like, here's a Xanax.
You're fine, brother. You just high.
Oh, man.
Dude, my sister, she's older than me. She actually called me about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
She went on this bachelorette party.
Okay.
And
That's a good start.
yeah, dude. So she had these homemade edibles from a friend.
No, not homemade.
Yeah, dude. So my sister, she don't do nothing, and so she called me that night, was telling me bye. She thought she was gonna die, dude. She really.
She's like, I love you so much.
Yeah, she's like, I love you, Mitch. I'm so sorry, but this is goodbye. I'm like, Faith, you're fine. She's like, her friends are like petting her, and she's like praying to God, asking for forgiveness.
Yeah.
I was making fun of her so hard the next day, dude, because I've been there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I've been there. You know,
You got to be able to make fun of yourself, and for those kinds of moments, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
dude, I got the nickname Bambi for like 3 months.
For what?
Back in Mississippi. So it's the first time I ever did a dab.
Okay.
And I was trying to play it cool, dude. I was with a bunch of like people I thought were really cool. So I'm
Yeah.
just trying to be chill. And I'm like, hey, where's the bathroom? No. They called me Bambi, bro, because my fucking I was trying to walk. My legs were just like this, dude. So they called me Bambi. They're like, you good, Mitch? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm chill. Like,
I'm chill. I'm chill. You chill? Yeah. Play it off.
yeah, dude, are you good? I'm fucking
I'm
kicking
fucking
it.
amazing, dude. The ground's a little wobbly, but I'm so good.
Yeah.
To fix your floors, dude. That shit's all fucked up.
That's fun, dude. Before we get into this conversation, I gotta say we got Mr. Kyle Brim back there. How you doing today, Kyle?
Doing great, man. Glad to be here as
He-
always.
He has the softest shirt on the planet on.
Dude,
It's
not only he's just got
fantastic.
the softest energy. He's a very talented photographer and just a great human all around. I appreciate you being here, Kyle.
Thanks, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude. So back to the weed thing, dude.
Okay,
what,
yeah.
what was it like getting your own weed? Like, how cool is that? Like, that's the
really
coolest
cool.
thing. So how did you get, like, I'm sure that's always been like a plan. Like, I'd like to have my own weed, but like, do you have like your own grow house? Are you talking to them while you watering them, or what's happening?
Oh yeah, I don't grow it like personally. Like that.
figured
would
you
be
didn't, but,
crazy.
like,
that
you-
would be so much. And I'm not. I'm pretty good at watering my plants at home, but like, you know, that's a F. Yeah, no, I'm not good. I can't. They're like professional motherfuckers, you know. No, it's cool, man. Like we first did the marijuana project here in Colorado first. And the way that went, I learned a lot of lessons on like how I'd like to do it in the future. I really wanted to be involved with the process a lot more. Like when we did it in Colorado, it was sort of like delivered to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. Okay, cool. And it was just like a cosign on the thing. And this time around, I just love weed, and I really wanted to be.
You don't say, dude.
Yeah, I really wanted to deliver things that I really enjoyed versus like just kind of delivering the general thing. Like, I like weed, so here's weed, and I like weed, so that's it. You know, these things line up. But it was more like, I really like these specific things about this product versus like, I just like the thing in general. And that's every young stoner's dream, right? To be like, oh yeah, like that's like my weed. Well, I was like a pot dealer all through high school.
Out there in Detroit.
Yeah, in college.
Yeah.
And we were selling like, you know, all sorts of, from like work to chronic, you know,
Yeah.
just like really bad weed that you're like, it's brown, but it gets you suspiciously high. You know?
Bro, I sold the worst weed in like in the middle school at the beginning of high school, dude.
Okay.
Because like I was like the only one who knew where to get it from, and so
How old are you in middle school? Like 15?
yeah, something like that. It was like 7th or 8th grade.
Who's gonna trust a 15-year-old pot dealer? I
Another
got that
15-year-old?
chronic, dude. Yeah.
Someone who's 13.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Dude, I remember one time, dude. And this is something I kind of regret a little bit, but fuck it, dude. I remember, I got some weed to sell to these fellers, dude, and I smoked like most of it, and I was like, oh shit. So I just started taking spices from my kitchen and just throwing them in the bag, dude.
Oh no.
And then
Like thyme,
yeah, dude, you literally like thyme,
rosemary,
oregano.
Oregano at least kind of has a look of shake, but like
Right. No, it did not look that great.
pepper.
But they were young, dude. So I remember I had some friends over whenever I was selling it to them, and I was like, you want to smell it? And they smelled it, and they were like,
Oh, it's the perp skirt. That's what the perp skirt.
Bro, I was trying so hard not to laugh, and I hit him up the next day. I was like, "How was it?" He's like, "Best shit I've ever smoked."
Oh Lord. Oh man, he's like, yeah, it tastes just like my grandma's or my mother's cooking, dude. It's just like it's that dinner kush, dude.
It reminds me of my grandmother. I don't know why.
Rotisserie chicken fucking kush, man.
Yeah, dude.
We had some shit back in high school, and the way that the pot deliveries were going was it was transferred by vehicle from Canada into Detroit, and so this one bag smelled like just straight gas. Not like as a colloquialism, like, yo, that's straight gas.
Like
dude.
gasoline.
Like gasoline.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Like fucking gasoline.
It's that sour diesel, legit.
Yo, and like the dude who gave it to us was like, that's all I got. And we're like, that's it? Like, this is what it is? He's like, yeah, dude, it's the Gastros. I know. It's like,
The Gastros.
like,
What
like,
a name.
Like, please don't hold like a flame near this weed. It's going to explode, you know? So we're trying to get rid of this shit. Everyone's like, damn, this shit smells like straight gas. And we're like, yeah. It's like because it was transferred in a gas canister of a car.
That's insane.
Not good.
No.
Not good.
But they still smoked it.
So did we. Yeah, I mean, shit, we were trying to get high. Man, we would do the dumbest shit to get high. Like, ever smoked like honey oil?
Negative.
So like, if you're really in a pinch, or like, you know, you just throw like a roach in like a bong and smoke that, which is like bad way, or like resin hits. Man, we've come a long way. Astro Hippie, we have good, amazing weed, not resin hits. But the honey oil thing, and I think that this was just straight dangerous, you know. But we would like, so you had like a grinder, and it'd be like covered in keef, you know. And if you really want to get high and you didn't have anything, you'd be like, okay, cool. Well, like how do I get all that keef out so you can like take rubbing alcohol and like put it in a bag? Don't do this, by the way. Like, don't do this.
Dude, let them decide for themselves.
No,
Don't
you
tell
just
them what to do.
you shouldn't do this. I'll condone so many different things, but this thing, don't do it. This is it's just a story.
It's just ignorant.
It's just ignorant.
It's just ignorant.
It's just ignorant. So yeah, you would just shake up your grinder, or like your keef tray or whatever, in rubbing alcohol, and then pour that liquid out onto a plate and let it air dry, and then you could scrape the remains and then smoke that, because like the alcohol would like evaporate.
Okay.
Science.
Okay,
You know?
science. I was like, you're not going to get drunk from the alcohol while you smoke it, you know?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was not good.
Dude, I used to get high on some weird shit when I was a kid, dude. Like, we used to sniff paint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Never done that,
dude,
but
my dad, he had
poppers is basically the same thing. So yeah, I guess I can relate.
my dad had some like strong ass glue in his barn, dude. We like be 12 years old, just
yeah.
getting high as hell.
Great. FDA not recommended, you know?
Yeah, dude, I imagine y'all probably had better weed up there than we did down there.
I don't know. I mean, it varied. It wasn't like, I mean, people were probably growing weed outdoors in Michigan and definitely indoors in some places. But I mean, at the age of like 16 to 20, like my connections of like the scene, you know, basically it was like you're getting good weed from California and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we didn't even have hash. We had this thing called booty hash.
What's booty hash?
It's just hash, our version of hash.
Okay, you gotta elaborate. What is booty hash? Do I want it?
I don't think so, dude, but it got you really high, man. But it was straight up, like, that's what we called it, booty hash.
Is it like you would like you like roll up a joint or something like that with your fingers and you kind of like do
Bro.
that and then like get the...
Bro, we would straight up take it and just put straight hash in a weed pipe and just torch that motherfucker, dude.
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah, it got you high.
Oh yeah. But it's just
But
like
then,
just like normal ass hash.
No, because then I see real hash now, and I'm like, this don't even look close.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like the swag of hash.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. We can talk about some because I don't know how much I want to dox myself on like doing drugs in high school.
I got you, dude. Yeah, I've said way too much on the show already. Not just in this episode, just in the time period of doing this show. Yeah, dude, that's fun. All right, well, then we can talk about this, dude. Bass music.
Okay. Yep.
Bass music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Bass Music is our new track. And I have been a fan of yours for a little bit. I'm not going to say like forever, but at least a few years. And you got like a fucking awesome sound.
Thank you.
And I was like, damn, we got to do a track. Like your production is clean, it's thoughtful, and it's fun.
Yeah, silly.
It's silly.
Yeah.
It's get silly.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I know whenever you were like, let's do a track, you're like, let's make it silly. I was like, bet.
Yeah. You're like, you came to the right place.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I like to do. Like, if I'm collaborating with somebody, like, I really want to get into the essence of like who that person is as a person. You know, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, that one bass sound that they make that like they're like typecast by or some shit like that. You know, it's like, oh, you make that one sound. I just want to like vibe with whatever that person is into as like a human being.
Yeah.
So with all future collaborations for me, that's the way that I like to do it. It just feels the best for me.
Yeah.
But you smashed, man. That track is sick.
It was a fun one.
Yeah.
And let me turn the tables onto you now since you complimented me, dude. I'm going to do it to you.
Okay.
Dude, so you've actually been my favorite artist since I got into dance music, dude. There was a time where I was living back in Mississippi. I actually followed you for like I saw you like 4 or 5 times in 1 month.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hopefully we play different sets.
No. No, you didn't. But I didn't give a fuck, dude.
That was at the time where I was a lot more like on autopilot with what I was playing live, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I have these certain songs, and I like want to play them, and especially I'm playing saxophone. I got like a certain like flow to the set that I really love. And these days, I'm like, I just can't do that. Also, I play a lot less shows these days too. So like, and also like I don't play anybody else's music in my sets either.
Not anymore?
No.
That's neat.
Yeah. So I think like the most of somebody else's song that I play in my set is either like an acapella, mixed over an ID that I've made, or a double, and that's about it. Which like the double that I like right now is from, I think also Denver local Calcium, song Degrader. Sick. Degrader? Yeah.
Do you ever get bored of just playing your own music, man? Because I'll have like buddies send me like unreleased shit. I'm like, oh, I gotta play this, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, I always wanted to set the precedent that like if somebody hears, well, now in the current formation of the thing, because I fucking love making music, and I'm making music constantly, and I love making all sorts of different sounds, and so I just want like, I make too much stuff to like I'm not like damn, I need to fill a gap in this set, or like I don't have enough music to fill the time. I'm like, I have way too much music that I want to play in mine than I have time to play.
Mm-hmm.
So even recently, like it's like I don't really have like the time to like add in somebody else's joint. And also like if I really am digging on someone's sound, like I want to be like, yo, let's do a song together, and I want to like that's how I want to like play your shit.
Yeah.
Is like I want to play it in the context of like us working on this thing together and like creating this new sound, but then I want to be like, yo, this person's dope, and like I fuck with what they got going on, so like I want to big ups that. I always found like, and I kind of like, I always felt that energy like the best when I like in the past, like if I was working with like Dennis on GRiZmatic stuff, or like Dom on Big Gigantic GRiZ collaboration stuff, like I was like, damn, like their sound's so sick. And then I was like, hey, like we should work on a song together. And then now like I have their sound like integrated into my thing, and I'm like, okay, that's like the coolest way to represent this person in my set. I've also had all these conflicts about like yeah, I'm a DJ because I'm DJing my tracks, but I'm not like being like a DJ selector selecting other people's tracks. But then I also love like DJ sets where like I play just for the vast majority of other people's music, and then I can like, I really get to like have fun taste making and just discovering a lot of different things through playing other people's music and like how it plays out and all that kind of stuff. But I respect it. It's like no shade. Like I completely respect it. And
Nah, bro, you think you're better than me, don't you?
no, fuck off. No, not even, no way.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
No, it's like I think that it's really, really cool that you see like in like, you know, in I don't want to like say anybody specifically because I don't think that it's just like one person's thing, you know, but like you see a DJ play and like you hear the songs that you like of theirs, and then you hear what they like of other people's things too. And it's like, that's a really cool moment. So, but that's just not the way that I'm crafting this shit right now. I want people to like come to the thing, and like I have so much to offer. I really just want to offer every single piece of myself to this person, be like, hey, this is me right now.
Yeah.
This is my whole soul in a set.
But you're also like at a point in your career where like you've gathered, you know, created so much music. Like just from how long you've been doing GRiZ for now?
Like, I wish that there was like a good start date to sort of like.
All right. Well, when'd you start like actually liking your tunes? That's a better question then.
Recently. Maybe, dude, I hate what I do sometimes, man. You know, because I lack that that grace to give myself sometimes.
Got you.
You know, because we deserve it. You know, I work so hard on but practicing celebrating the person that I am sonically. And then sometimes I'll be really mean to myself and I'll be like, man, you suck, dude.
Well, that's easy to do because whenever dope shit's happening, you're at this high.
Yeah.
You're up here.
Yeah, it's real good.
You can't stay up there all the time as much as you'd love to.
Nah,
you know
dude,
what I mean?
but
All
if you
this.
just keep getting higher, dude. You know? you don't need to get high if you stay high, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, dude. I'm just freaking out constantly.
Life is pain, bro.
I need to delete all social media.
Yeah, dude. Give me your phone. I got you, man. It's for your health, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Steve Brule for your health.
I get that, dude. Now I want to come back to something you said that you said you're not playing as many shows. Yeah, you're not even like touring. You're just doing your own events and just festivals right now. Isn't that right?
That's right. Because I don't want to play myself out, and I also like really want to respect my health, my like social mental health. It's way more fun to do it that way too, because then you can do bigger productions and like a more like curated, idealized show. And then also there's all these things at the shows that I want to offer. I could be making hella more money by playing more shows and like really working on my career more as a business, but I really want to work on my career as like something that I connect with.
Yeah.
I don't want to like, that's just for me. I mean, cause I've been there, you know, we've ground out, 150, 200 shows a year type shit. But it hurts. It hurts.
Are you built for the road, dude?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. But like, there comes a time where like, it's like, you've been doing that for 8 years and it's like, ow, like not even like my muscles, but like my poor spirit.
Yeah. Your soul, dude.
It hurts. And so like, I really respect seeing the grind of like, we got homies out there every single weekend doing 3 shows a weekend. It's like, yo, that is so commendable to be able to put yourself out there like that. So like, if you ever see, DJs are also, I think in our scene, held to a really high standard, which they should be. Absolutely. I mean, it comes with a lot of responsibility to play in front of people. And if you're just acting like a dickhead, I think there's a difference between like having a lot of fun on stage versus like being like this irresponsible representation of something that could be so much better if we held it to a little bit of a higher conscious standard. Because fun is amazing and life is heavy. So we need fun. Yeah. We need goofy shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need shit to make you laugh and smile.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like more, But, I think that we do hold DJs to a high standard, which is important, but also sometimes cut a DJ some slack, because traveling and being on the road that heavy is like really emotionally tough. Mm-hmm. And just as much as me as somebody, like I'm a fan personally, I'm a huge fan of the scene and like of the culture. Like I love this shit. People would be like, what, like, when do you listen to this kind of music, like loud dubstep shit? I'm like, I literally will just be like chilling and like, that'll be the music that like calm me down and hype me up. Like I don't think that people understand the way that hits for somebody who's a fan of the thing. So I'm a fan of this shit, I don't want to lose track of the point though, which is, it's tough. So to be able to give people a little bit of slack on giving them their space to be private when they need to, or give them their space to be able to relax, or like the encouragement to relax. That's something that I'm seeing a lot more recently, which I think is like super awesome, is either other DJs commending somebody on like, having a down period or having like moments of introspection, or like I'm on vacation just for vacation's sake, like with my partner or whatever. Like that's so dope. And the grind, hustle, work all the time type mentality, that was the thing. I was like, I'll just work way harder than everybody and I'll sacrifice everything. And eventually it kills you.
Yeah.
You know, like kills your little like inner child spirit who's like, I just want to like play and have fun. And like, what would your, 12-year-old self say about you? It's like, you're playing all these shows, but let's get back to like enjoying life and like playing.
Yeah, and I'm sure curating your own events definitely sounds a lot more enjoyable than hitting like a 40 show
Totally.
tour.
Because then I feel more fresh and like I'm like more present.
Yeah.
And
got more time to prep stuff too.
yeah, it's just more fun. It's so much more fun. And then like the sets can all be very unique and different and have different mix points and all that kind of stuff, because you understand with mixing sets, like you have all these songs that are in different keys and different tempos. Like how do you get around, how, and then not even just like what songs like sonically mixed together, but like energetically mixed together. So you find certain mixes, you're like, that's the one. I'm never abandoning this like, from here to here moment,
Yeah, and the day you retire it, you're like, oh, fuck. Now I got to fill it out. Yeah, I got to fill out that spot.
Yeah, so so for the vast majority, I've been working on a new methodology to kind of like release myself from like the mixed trap, which is basically just like working a little bit harder at it every time. But yeah, it's just more fun. And like also, with the curated shows, then, we just started the Harmony Project thing, which is our bystander sexual abuse awareness half side of it, and then the other, which is like it works with like the venue staff and with the patrons, and by sharing education at a booth and also giving them outlets to be able to express uncomfortability, to be able to express like predatory behavior, things of that nature, or to express if they themselves have found themselves in a abusive situation.
Got you. So it's like the dance safe people, but like with get in touch, basically.
Yes, exactly. And like energy and those kinds of things. Yeah. And then we also have Dance Safe there at our shows as well, providing selling drug testing kits because they're not free. Mm-hmm. Selling at cost drug testing kits. So you can get your shit tested. Sometimes they're illegal in certain states.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you like ever run into like, say you're doing it at a venue, you want to have them there selling kits or something.
We haven't yet. I'm sure that we will. So please be kind with us if that's not available. Also, we're going to be selling them like in advance. Like that's another thing. It's like preventative measures. And we're talking with Dance Safe. They're like, look, we can do it on site. They themselves are not going to do it. But we can sell the kits on site. But the best thing to do, and I understand it's not always an option. So like, I get that. So we try and like do as much damage control as possible. Cause I know kids are going to be doing drugs at shows. That's fine. That's like part of the experience to experiment and get wild, get out there. Find your own journey through it all. This is all fucking chaos. None of this shit makes sense.
Hey dude, it's fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I like the openness, dude. Don't be afraid right now.
No.
This is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Huge advocate for those things. Always. But I just want to make sure that we are giving as many resources and like knowledge as possible to people so that they can have the best time as possible.
Yeah.
Like I want to advocate for it, but I also don't want to like advocate for it and then just be like, yeah, do whatever you want, because even within like having the most fun doing something that's like the most PG rated activity, it's like, you're still wearing protective gear when you're playing football, because it's a very dangerous sport. Maybe this is a bad analogy, but I'm going to continue on it. But like you understand,
it's fun like drugs.
Right.
Here we go. That's a better analogy.
But like you would protect yourself by wearing pads, you know what I'm saying, to play the sport, because you know that you're going to crack some skulls. And we're not encouraging people to like run any less fast or to not perform as much as they can. But it's like, yeah, let's just like understand the risks and be safe about it and talk about it. And it ain't got to be complicated, but then we start talking about politics, and that's not fun.
That's not fun,
yeah,
dude.
That's not fun.
I don't know, dude. You just mentioning football got me jacked up.
Should we
right now.
just talk about things that are fun and not fun? Yeah. Politics, not fun. Drugs, fun, but be responsible, please.
I don't know, bro. We should get a fun dude into politics. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the fun politics person?
Oh, dude, let's get shit. Who do we get in that motherfucker?
Someone who's fun that should be in politics.
Let's just get Recno in that bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop doing this,
the
bitch.
pussy policy. yeah. I remember back in my day.
Dude, that'd be fun, man. I'd vote for him.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding? Of course. Yeah, Rackno for president, obviously. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I know. We need a sassy, thick bitch president. We need that.
Great. Lizzo for president.
Yeah, let's just get that bitch in office, man.
I love Lizzo. I'm down. I think she's got a great message too, and she's got a. I mean, now I'm like taking it seriously. like it's not gonna happen.
Dude, you should reach out to her, man.
For what?
A song, dude.
Dude, she's like actually famous.
Dude.
All right, so
you got enough clout with GRiZ to at least holler, just to see a message. You know what I mean?
We can send an email.
Yeah.
You know, we can get an email sent. I was talking with the talent buyer for these two shows where whatever. Anyways, I don't even need to tell that part of the story. I'm just like stoned. I'm like, oh, let me.
See, this would have been me if I would have got out with you, dude.
Whole story. Dude. I was like, I want to smoke weed with GRiZ, and I'm like, I don't know if you really want that. So I'm just gonna ramble for hours.
Yeah, dude.
It's best when I get high and work on music because I shut the fuck up. Okay, so I did Okeechobee and then Hardfest, and it was like Meg Thee Stallion into me, and then me into Meg Thee Stallion, and so like my girls here in Denver, they're all freaked out about that shit. They're like, you know, like that's like it's like hot girl shit and then hot boy shit. You know, I'm like, yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Also, someone was like, who was I talking to the other day? They're like, how do you even like describe what your sound is? And I was like, honestly, it's just like Meg Thee Stallion, but make it like dubstep. Like that's really what it is. Sorry, that's really what it is. But wait, what was I saying? Oh, so they're like, you got to get a picture with her, you got to meet her, whatever. And like, I'm like, that's just not. It's like not gonna happen. You know,
not with that attitude, it's not.
I mean, look, she teleports onto stage.
Dude,
you know
when there's a
what I'm
will,
saying?
there's a way, Grant. You got to say, you know what, dude, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so I had a mild like attitude about that going in after Hardfest. Like I played my set and I was like, all right, there's the amount of time. Our trailers are next to each other, and the reason why I know this is because like there's everyone's trailers in this little thing, and then there's one without a name on it. I was like, that's definitely fucking Meg's trailer, you know, because they're not gonna be like, here, this is where Meg Thee Stallion is, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, Meg Thee Stallion, and of course because that's what happens. And so I met the person who was like kind of like taking care of the backstage area, and she was very kind. And I saw like Meg's dancers walking out, and I was like, hey, like could I meet Meg? And she's like, and I know it was. I was just, and it was like, and then you guys were just, and I was like, but I feel like the energy was, and I totally understand the thing, and I'm just like talking to myself as I'm like fucking walking, and I'm like, idiot, stupid. Yeah.
Dude, you asked for forgiveness, not permission, man.
Yeah, true.
You got a jumper. Not like fighter, but like, hey, I'm GRiZ.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
okay, right. So, but like, I feel like there's certain kinds of people, and like, I just don't have that kind of like personal, like I'm too self-conscious about myself to like put myself out there like that. And I need to do that more often, you know, but I'm pretty introverted about my shit, you know, like, I'm not like embarrassed about it, but I'm like, nobody fucking knows my shit, you know, like y'all ain't up on this shit, you know, and instead of like the energy's like, y'all ain't up on this shit, so like it's cool, you know, it's whatever. I should be like, y'all ain't up on this shit and you fucking up, type energy, you know.
Hell yeah.
And like, I'm really good at channeling the energy like as internal dialogue to myself and giving myself the grace to like continue doing it and like write dope shit, because I'm like, you're the fucking best in your own way, like you're the fucking shit, you got this shit, keep going. Even though like the last 5 songs you made is absolute trash, but like let's keep going, you know. Today we're clocking in the studio, we're gonna make it fucking happen, you know. Today is a good day. Ice Cube shit, you know.
Dude, something that kind of helped me a little bit is I was putting myself in situations that made me uncomfortable. Like I was avidly like looking for those situations.
Okay.
What can make me uncomfortable?
How'd that work out?
It worked out great, dude.
Oh, amazing.
Because then I just started being more comfortable doing anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was like.
What was the last most uncomfortable thing that you did? You're like, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Or just like a one recently. It doesn't have to be like the most recent thing, but like give me an example, I guess.
I don't necessarily know if I enjoy doing karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah, but I go do it
Yeah.
because I'm like,
Around here in Denver?
I haven't done it here in Denver. It was after the after party for Sunset. We
Okay.
ended up at TK Lounge.
Okay.
And there's just a karaoke room.
Sunset's in Florida,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Tampa.
Okay.
And they're like, you should just do. We're all partying and shit. They're like, Mitch, do some karaoke. They just thought I would entertain them.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, you're the guy, man.
So I was just like,
dude.
all right, fuck it, dude. So I just started doing it, and but the thing is, if I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna fucking go all in. So I'm like,
shirt off,
Yeah.
mullet flowing, fucking
yeah,
hell yeah,
stuff like that.
What'd you sing?
I did Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
How's that one go?
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Wow.
Yeah,
you should
that
send
one.
that. You should record that. Send it to Columbia. Get you a record deal. Let's go.
And I did.
Wait, our next collab's got to have you singing on it.
Oh,
now.
dude, I ain't scared of nothing. You know what I mean?
I kind of get that.
Yeah. But I
What
said,
are you scared of?
Oh,
I
no.
feel like I've heard this on the podcast before though. Like someone's asked you this question.
I ain't scared of shit, bitch. I don't know.
I'm scared of nothing.
Yeah.
Sharks?
Nah, I'll fucking fight a shark.
You would fight a shark?
I ain't scared of ghosts, bro.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
I do too.
And they ain't gonna fuck with me.
What capacity do you believe in ghosts, and like how do you explain that? Do you consider it a natural phenomenon? How do you explain it?
I think it's just like,
What's the origin story of ghosts?
of ghosts, where do I think they're from? I just think they're dead folks who ain't moved on. Or like the dead folks who are still angry about them dying, so they're still hanging out trying to make everybody else having a bad time.
Do you believe in good ghosts?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only nasty spirits in
Yeah,
this
just
motherfucker.
punk bitches.
Damn. Okay, so for you it's just punk bitches.
Yeah, who
Okay.
don't want this work, son. You know what I mean?
Okay, what are you gonna punch a ghost?
I'm gonna shoot them.
You're gonna shoot a ghost?
Yup.
In
No one's ever tried that in ghost movies, dude. No one ever tries to shoot the ghost.
because they're not material.
Dude, but maybe
The immaterial.
maybe just having the gun out there is gonna make the ghost. Whoa, yo, dude, I'm chill. I'm good.
scared.
I'm a slide. You
I'm
know?
scared.
Yeah, I'm a slide out of here.
So now you're haunting ghosts with guns.
Yeah, dude.
Haunting ghosts with guns.
Have you ever seen someone try it?
I really wish I could say yes.
Yeah, but they ain't.
Oh, God.
Ghost hunters. You ever watch that show back in the day on
It's
sci-fi?
just people with guns.
They're never
like going through a
strapped.
house, it's just shredding.
They're never strapped, dude.
Just, gah, 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 gah. Dude, they're never strapped. I feel like, man, I want to prove you wrong so bad.
But like, what's a ghost gonna do? Like, why are people scared of ghosts? Like, blow a door open? Like, I wish a ghost would try to blow me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
ain't,
do. I was waiting for. It's like on some scary movie shit.
Yeah, dude.
He's getting a blowjob from the
Yeah, he gets. No, it was a scary movie. They were making fun of
that's what
Paranormal
I said.
Activity.
Yeah.
And there was another one where it was like
He's getting okay. Yeah, go ahead.
there's a couple where he starts raping them, and then he's like, oh yeah, harder or something like that. Like he
God.
starts enjoying it after a certain point.
Fuck. Yeah, that's fucked up.
But in the
those are
sense
good
of the
movies.
movie, in the context, it's
I
funny.
get- yeah,
It's
yeah,
funny
yeah,
in the
yeah.
context.
Okay, so we need to look up to have someone try to shoot at a ghost.
Kyle, can you look that up for us?
I got you.
Someone shoot at ghosts. Are you scared of ghosts, dude?
Or
do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts. My mom has a really amazing, like fantastic. She's not very big into the like the metaphysical in a way. She believes in spirituality, like the sense of spirituality. But she is also very I don't know a really good way to say this. So I would just say she's not the type of person to be like, yeah, I believe in ghosts. Like I wouldn't like describe her as that kind of a person. But she has this one story, and I can't tell it on the podcast because it's a long story and it should be told the right way. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
And now everyone's gonna be like, dude, tell me the mom's ghost story. It's a good whatever.
Your
fuck
mom's
me.
a ghost.
Yeah. She is not. Please do not try to shoot my mom, the ghost. Don't.
I don't know, dude. If she shows up at my house at night, dude.
No.
Try to-
She used to haunt me, but you know what I'm saying. She's not a ghost. She's a very nice, kind, respectable.
I'm sure
lady.
she's a saint, dude.
She's a fucking saint.
Yeah, I'm sure she's a saint.
She bakes cookies. She is the cutest woman on the fucking planet.
I love that.
So yeah, I do believe in ghosts. And I do believe in good ghosts. And I don't know that I kind of choose not to believe in like negative, evil spirits, but that's probably just like a defense mechanism against things that scare me.
Well, that's the only type of ghost anyone ever talks about is like the bad ones.
Not true. They have Casper.
I know Casper, but that's in a movie. You know what I mean? Like, I guess.
What are the other ones?
I guess you're totally right, dude. You're totally right. What, have you ever played Thompson House in Kentucky?
No.
Okay, so apparently, like, the upstairs is haunted. It's like a very haunted place. And I went up there with the Shanghai Doom boys. I call them the Shanghai dudes. And there's like this chair, and they're like, oh, they like run out the room, like, we swear we saw it move. I went and sat in the chair and was just fucking drinking beer. I'm like, where are they at? Where are they at?
Yeah. You really want to like, yeah.
Bro, I'd love to like have an experience with the ghost, though, dude.
So I did
Calling
look it
on
up.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're gonna look at people shooting us.
There is a recorded case of a paranormal investigator firing a gun at a ghost. Police responded to a report of gunshots in a Connecticut home. A man said there was he was a paranormal investigator. He was shooting at an intruder
That's
who was
some
a
white
possible
people shit
ghost.
right there. That is the whitest people shit on the fucking planet.
What a great excuse,
What
bro.
a great excuse.
You're fucking popping something off at your house. The cops show up, dude. It was a ghost, bro.
Yeah, totally, dude. What a fucking excuse.
And then there's the other white cops just like, yep,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you get him?
Yeah,
Did you get him?
Yeah.
He wasn't prosecuted, so he got off with it.
Good, I guess. I don't know. Fucking shoot. So there you go, dude. Nice. Well, that's
So there's people like me, dude.
yeah. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Don't shoot ghosts.
Nah, don't shoot them. If you want to, you know.
Sure. No. Actually, no. Don't do it.
But if you pop something at your house and cops show up, just say,
No.
I was shooting
Also,
at the
no.
ghost.
No. Also, no. I feel like so responsible like this. No, none of these things. Like absolutely zero of those things. You should. This is
It's getting out of hand quick, huh?
not like that out of hand, but like And that's not. I'm not double dog daring you or anything like that. I also don't.
A triple dog, dude.
Oh no. Are you that kind of person? If someone's like, I fucking double dog dare you.
Bro, I used to be, man.
Yeah.
So like, I wasn't.
That's
too
good to hear. That's good to hear because that's
I wasn't so good with peer pressure whenever
Okay.
I was younger.
Yeah. Like jump off this bridge. and
Yeah,
you're
shit like that. Actually, I did do that.
Into
like-
water.
Yeah, and I almost died from it.
You almost died. Why?
Yeah,
Was
I
it,
almost
like,
drowned. It was
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
And it was in the Pearl River, and that
I don't know. Can you give me like? I don't know what that is. You need to give
It's
me
just
full
a river in
context.
Mississippi, and it was about a 40-foot bridge, maybe a little higher. It's high.
pretty high.
Really high.
Because it doesn't sound high, but like explain that in like how many stories of a house is that?
I'd say probably about like 6 of these houses. Maybe like a 5 or 6 story house.
Yeah, that's very high.
It's pretty high.
Uh-huh.
And
How old are you? Sorry, did you
I'm
say?
26.
How old were you?
Oh, I was probably 15.
Okay.
And
So this is 11 years ago.
yeah. And
Quick math.
they were like, jump off the bridge, dude. I'm like, nah. And they're like, do it, bro. And
Yeah.
that's
Were
all.
they
it's-
older?
Yeah, and that's all it takes for me. You know what I
Older
mean? It's
kids,
just
yeah.
like, you won't, or something like that.
Oh yeah. You won't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I always felt like I was having to prove
good one.
myself to be cool.
Do you have older siblings?
Yeah, both of them, both older.
Brothers?
Yeah, a brother and a sister. But that was like with my brother. I'd always do it with him. They made me do
Yeah.
fucking weird shit.
Oh, totally. Yeah, because you want to be cool. You know, you want to be. I'm grown. Yeah.
But I jumped into the Pearl River, and
get
the
that.
current was really strong.
Don't jump off of 40-foot bridges.
Nah,
This is just a podcast of shit you shouldn't be doing. I'm so sorry.
they listen to this show every week. They're like, I'm not doing that. I'm doing great, bro.
Yeah.
But I almost drowned, dude. If there was a branch, like that current was taking me, and I was going fast.
Oh,
And-
really?
and,
Does it go to like a waterfall?
I know it just keeps going. It's just
okay.
it just keeps going. I think it leads into the Mississippi River, or it's,
Is it like a pretty wide river?
yeah, really
Oh,
wide.
it's like a fucking river. Not talking about a stream. Not
It's a
talking
river.
about a creek.
Pearl River.
Yeah.
And dude, I was like actually like taking in water. And luckily I
Like
got
in
my mouth.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it was and I was getting tired because it was a strong current.
Yeah.
But I found
Was it
a-
like wave like rafty?
No. It's
Oh,
just really strong current. It's just like that undertow will take you down too.
Oh, like whoosh. Damn.
And luckily I found a tree branch on the closest to the side, and I was able to hold on to that, catch my breath, and pull myself in.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah. So
Whoa. A fucking tree branch saved your life?
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but that was just me, you know.
Do you have a deep appreciation for trees?
I love trees,
or like
dude.
nature in general? Like,
Oh, so yeah, I'm definitely more of like a tree guy than a beach guy.
okay, yeah, forest. Well, like, did you grow up? Well, you grew up in Louisiana,
Mississippi.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Was it like that, like, not city boy, like suburbs boy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I guess I've always
like
liked
nostalgic.
trees. Yeah, and you know, my dad, we do a lot of hunting and stuff, and all that stuff's in the woods. And so, you know, so I just like, anytime I'm in the woods, I just feel a lot more peaceful. You know, it's just like a
Do you
little
have a
piece
lot
of
of
home.
camo?
A lot, yeah.
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 Makes sense. Do you wear it on stage? Just invisible? Do you go invisible on stage?
I have gone camoed out on stage, but now I just DJ in my boxers.
Do you really?
Yeah, I just take my clothes off over time.
Do you do that in the winter too?
I haven't.
Is it just a summer phase?
I'll do it in the winter.
Okay.
I remember I used to play with my old
Well,
bands. We'd play outside shows in the winter, and I would just be in gym shorts and no shirt.
That's hard.
Because I mean, you're moving.
Yeah, you get hot.
Yeah, you get hot.
Yeah, except for like, there's been, I get that for sure. Like you do like an outside like winter fest and you're like wearing like a jacket and then like by the end of it I'm like in a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them I'm like, dude, it's just so like freezing cold, like playing saxophone outside in like 10-degree weather.
Yeah. Does that fuck up like you're playing it all with your
Everything.
fingers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen.
Dude, I fucking broke my
Shouldn't do it.
finger playing drums, and it was like freezing outside. And it was the first song in with the band. And I literally, on the side of the room, broke my finger. I had to play the whole set with a broken finger, but it was so cold, so it was even worse.
Oh no, did you tape that bitch?
Oh, after. After.
Because you're in the middle of it, so you're just
Dude,
like,
my bandmate said they heard me yell over the music, but I'm fucking metal, dude. So like,
Yeah,
I gotta finish the set out, dude.
yeah, that's some metal shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
What's like? Have you had any type of injury on stage, dude?
My knees are starting to get a little fucked up.
Mm.
Have you had like a specific injury on stage? I don't know. I do a lot of like acrobatic shit while I'm playing. Just because I find it fun. I'm running in place for fucking high knees for 90 minutes, you know. Shouts out to my trainer though, for real. Thank God.
You got a trainer?
Yeah.
How often do you get with your trainer?
3 days a week.
Hell yeah.
That's why we do this on Thursday, because Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday.
Yeah, I know you're doing softball too.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me on the phone about the gay softball league.
Yeah, I don't want to tell people much about that because I want people showing up at the games and shit.
Okay.
Which, like, I'm not trying to be like about myself, like, oh, people probably show at the games or some shit. But like,
That's for you, dude.
But like, man, yeah, that's for me. I just like, and that's one of my favorite things to get to do because, it's just like I just get to be. Not that I don't get to be myself, but like I get to explore a part of myself that isn't attached to my career, like in any way at all. It's just like, you know, like my girls, and I love them so much, and they're the fucking best.
Yeah.
So.
That's been me. So I really
And everyone throws like this, so I don't want people to see. Nah, I'm just playing. We fucking smoke your ass. Nah, our team's actually legit pretty good.
I'm sure, man.
Yeah,
I mean, if
yeah.
you're playing weekly too, you know, you just get better over time, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So I just got into basketball since moving here. I never really got into basketball.
Yeah, you were
before.
saying you asked me if I want to play. Did I say yes? I said that
You were busy that day.
I couldn't do Friday because I wanted to save my energy for softball later. But because now I'm like getting old, I gotta like pick my battles.
Yeah.
Can't be doing all this shit. How's basketball?
So
you love it?
I
It's your favorite?
play 5 days a week.
That's so much. That's awesome, dude. Basketball is a crazy workout.
Dude, I've gotten in such good shape.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been in this good a shape in a long time.
Man, I believe it.
Yeah.
You look great.
Thank
look
you,
at this
dude.
man's. Come on.
Hey, dude, you look pretty good yourself,
Oh,
dude.
thanks.
I like your face.
Thanks.
But
That's the only one I got.
but it's been fun, dude. So like I got this rec center by my house, but it's just like and then I got an outdoor court. But when I go to the rec center, it's like a bunch of teenagers. And so like those motherfuckers got so much energy. So like that would keep you up in shape.
Totally.
But I'm easily the oldest guy on the
You're probably
court.
getting dunked on by teenagers. So.
I've gotten better. In the first like 2 months, I was terrible. But now
Yeah.
I'm starting to actually see like getting better. Like
This is
I
like
got
month like what, like 2 or 3?
3.
And you knew how to ball before this, right?
No.
Really?
Didn't know how to ball.
No idea.
No idea.
Wow.
Like they're actually teaching me form and everything.
So you were like a shot like this kind of person?
Yeah, I was pushing the ball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Wow. So you like got one-handed dribbles down. Well, obviously because double dribbles. But
Yeah.
You got the rules down.
I got them all down, dude. But it's cool. 'cause-
Layup?
Yep, I got those, dude. I sucked at them so bad, but
It's a little difficult to figure out at first, but yeah.
yeah.
Anyways.
Well, it sucked like when I'm getting picked last to be on the team with a bunch of teenagers.
It's ego check. It's
Yeah,
humbling.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I got picked first for the first time a couple days ago.
Wow.
And then I had the most points on the team too, son.
Wow.
So it's been cool. Like It's been, but at times it's weird playing with teenagers because like I'm a really good defensive player, and so they're like, "Good D, Mitch, good D." I'm like, I don't know if we should say that out loud, you know? Wait a couple years, you know?
Yeah. Nice D, Mitch. Gorgeous D.
Yeah, wait a couple years before you say that.
Dude, this guy's got the biggest D on the team.
Best D on the
Best
court,
D on
dude.
the court, man. Wow.
So it's been cool. What about you?
He had some really sticky D, you know? That was good.
This D was small, bro.
It was small, dude. It was small.
Embarrassing.
Dude. But it was really how he used it, though.
Yeah, and he had good heart.
Yeah,
you know, he gave it his all. A lot of hustle.
Yeah, he gave it a lot of effort.
A lot of hustle.
A lot of hustle. Didn't finish too quick either. He stuck in there the whole time.
The whole game he was in.
Yep.
Scored once.
We both finished both teams finished at the same time.
Yeah, we can just keep going.
All right,
with
let's
this, dude.
not.
No, it's fun. It's funny though.
It's fun.
What about you? Did you know how to play softball at all? Then you just got in, or
Yeah, well, I never played softball before, so it was weird to throw like a bigger ball. I'm like, am I like holding 2 seams, like 3 seams? And I still kind of don't know. I usually do 2 seam, but I've been playing baseball like my entire life. My dad was a minor league pitcher, so he always wanted me to play ball. But when I was playing ball in high school, it was always like a lot of pressure behind it. Like middle school travel league, it was always like get really good, win, self-improve. And I enjoyed playing it in like little league like forever ago, T-ball shit. And then like it got really serious like really fast. Because my dad was trying to share his passion with me. So I understand.
That's cool.
But now I love this shit because like we don't give a fuck if we win or lose. Even though low-key we're all trying to win.
Yeah.
You know, but like if we're gonna lose, no one's like stressing and like yelling and be like, you know, you fucked something up or some shit, you know? Everyone's like, all right, cool. And so like let's like drink a fucking beer like while we're up to bat and just wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a beer league. It's, you know, we're there to have fun. So yeah, it's a good time.
I never played baseball. I've never played baseball in my life.
It's an interesting sport. It's a pretty like, I feel like the entry level for it is like just learn how to throw a ball, you know. But you can like throw a ball though. You play football?
No, I mean I've played.
I feel like you're a music kid, not a sports kid.
I was always a music guy. Yeah.
Okay, got it. You didn't play any sports growing up?
No.
Damn, for real?
For real.
Wow.
But I love sports.
But I feel like you're like an outdoors kid, no?
Very big outdoors guy. I was the hunter, you know what I mean? But like, so I never did sports. You know what I mean? I was just always playing the drums and
playing drums, doing outdoorsman kind of like stuff, camping.
Yeah.
ATVs.
Yes.
Hunting.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Fishing.
I'm learning those things about myself being out here in Colorado, like spending time and like just doing things for like the play sake of it. Like I just want to go out in nature and play. So like these are the kinds of like things I'm gonna do to like nourish my soul. And like that's what softball is for me too. Is like it's like my safe space to like nourish my, you know, something that I talk about my therapist with often. He's like, what are you doing to nourish like your inner child? Like what are you doing to play? And sometimes I'm like, you know, I play video games, but like I feel like I'm connecting to a different kind of like childhood nostalgia for me. And so like getting out and playing sports is like, it's really good to nourish, you know, my inner child and just to play for play's sake. No goal in mind, just bullshit with your friends and play.
Yeah. My favorite part about baseball is the butts, dude. Baseball player got some big old booties, dude.
I mean, they're doing a squat like the entire game.
Yeah, dude.
You know, they got the thickest boots.
Yeah, they got some good booties, man.
Good boots.
Oh, so is music not like play to you anymore at this point?
It is, definitely. There's parts of it like the if I'm thinking about music not in the sense of play, it's probably time to take a break from doing what I'm doing. I gotta like refocus because sometimes I'm like, look, I gotta get this shit done. I understand that. It's like, look, I need to prepare a set for this thing, and like I had fun. I made this really fun intro moment thing, and like I love making music and I love playing it, but like organizing set lists and like doing prep work for it feels very like organizational and like just takes this like focus time. And so those aren't the things I feel like I get to play so much with. I guess it is a little bit, but yeah, those are the things I'm like, all right, I got to get this done. And then when I'm performing in the moment, it all makes sense. It'll be super fun. I love that shit. But yeah, sometimes like if I'm like working on a song and I feel like, oh, this is too this is too that, I get too in my head about it. What are people going to think about this? And I'm like, let that shit go. And I'm like, fuck everyone's opinion. Let me just make something that feels good to my heart, and then everything else will sort itself out. Yeah. Because if I'm making something for somebody else's expectations, for somebody else's criticism, for somebody else's anything, I've already lost the battle. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to live my life for somebody else, for somebody else's thing. And what somebody else's perception of what I have to do is like nothing to do with the way that I the way that I am as a person. The way that I am as a person musically that's for me.
Yeah. I feel like the experimentation is like that. That's where I get that childlike excitement, where it's just like, that's the best part about the process, is when you're just in there just.
What's your experimentation feel like? Is it for bass sounds? Is it for drum patterns? Is it for changing tempos? Is it for doing different keys? Is it choosing different synths? Like,
it's usually for bass patterns, or I've been doing a lot of genre blending a lot lately, right? So like I have this new track that I just made. I call it Garth Wooks. It's like some EDM, I like to call it. It's like a country shuffle bass song. Okay. And it's like, I've always wanted... Yeah. Boom, doom, doom, doom. And it's got the country shuffle drumming.
Is it 140?
150.
Oh, okay. It's like almost like Zydeco?
Yeah, no. It's literally like, it feels like a country, it's like a country shuffle. Okay. And like, and it's got a slide, it's got a banjo. Cool. I threw a little harmonica in there. Yeah, as a banjo. Wow. So, and then, so, like, that type of stuff, experimentation. So, like, I wrote this song.
Can I hear it after the podcast?
Absolutely, dude. Cool. Absolutely. And then I got, like, I saw, like, Suicide Boys. Yeah. And one night, and I was like, oh, damn, I got inspired as fuck.
Emo stuff.
Yeah, it was like scream rap at times, too. Yeah. And I got real inspired, and I have a really good scream voice. So I was like, let me experiment doing that in a bass music song, but I'm not going to write about something serious. I'm going to write about my mullet. So the song's called Mullet, and it's stupid. But like, that's my experimentation.
I love how dedicated you are to that. And it's just a very genuine thing.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I like the stupid fun shit so much more like than sitting down being serious. Like when I'm writing something goofy like that, that's where that childlike energy is for me. You know what I mean? That experimentation is what gets me excited. What about you? Where are you at with the experimentation? What gets you going?
Similar things. Yeah. I write so much crappy music just constantly. I'm like, okay, cool. What other weird plugin can I set to a parameter that like I've never done before? You know, like this doesn't really make sense to use this in this way. Or like this shouldn't be like traditionally if I was to write like a bass tone, I would go for this kind of a sound because that's what makes sense in the frequency spectrum for me. But now with all this layering, I'm like, I can layer all these weird fucking things together that are like, shouldn't make sense, and just have fun throwing a kick snare groove over it and being like, huh, that's cool, or that was cool for like 5 seconds. Yeah. And then maybe there's something salvageable. I have so many bass patches that are like just so nonsense. Doesn't make like, it's not musical.
Yeah, you were talking about that on your Instagram story the other day.
That's right. Yeah. I was stoned just thinking about stuff. I also like, I feel like I connect to, I feel like I have this shared experience with a lot of people that I don't share often. I get kind of in my own head about it. So, you know, failure, like self-projected failure and self-projected criticism, it's like, it's so universal. And I really want people to know they're not alone on that. You know, maybe I'm just not the kind of person, but I can't just like, I'm not gonna like sit down and like start writing a song and be like every single time I'm like, this is something of the highest quality for myself or like of like the message I'm trying to share. I'll try and work on a song for hours and be like, man, that's just so bad. That's okay. Yeah. And just shake it off, you know. But just also do the next thing.
Yeah, but also something that might not be your favorite might be something that changes someone's entire lives.
I know what I'm saying? That.
You're like, why do you like this, dude?
No, it's endearing because it's like frustrating because it's like, oh, I really wish that like everything that well, of course, you know, you made this song, so like it's your shit, right? At a certain time, and you know, I'm just not always. I'm all over the place musically, and you are also very experimental with your own sound. You know, like you're saying, you're writing EDM.
EDM, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So like maybe you write all this EDM and then all of a sudden everyone fucking loves it and like a year from now you're like, that's awful. Yeah, you know, or like whatever. You know, I'm not trying to say that it's awful, but I'm just saying like your perception of it might change.
Yeah. Write some alternative bass music.
Alternative. Wow. Yeah, so it's very special for people to be able to hold up that mirror for you. Of like, hey, this is something that you created and this is my favorite thing of yours. And maybe it's, you know, and maybe it's not the favorite thing of mine at the time, but it's like a really good mirror to show someone be like, hey, this is a piece of your soul that I think is fucking really special and endearing, cute, gorgeous, cool, dope, life changing. You know, it's like that's a mirror for them. They're like, I felt that, I resonated with that, and being able to connect with people in different ways is like, if you think about it, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. It's fun though. Yeah, that experimentation side of it though is really what keeps me in it. You know what I mean? Like instead of just writing like just the same tune over again, how can you push it? And that's like that childlike energy. That's just, man, I love. Do you
just play?
Are you able to get that from saxophone too?
Not so much. I've also not given myself the opportunities to really play, like experiment, not play because I practice daily, but to experiment with it. And maybe this is a good inspirational moment. Let me see what kind of sounds I can make from my saxophone. The problem there, and the kind of one of the reasons why I tell myself not to do that, is that like duplicating that live would require a lot. So say I came up with some way to like really do the saxophone sounding like something, which I did do in the past. And I had, if you listen to Bon Iver, 22 a Million, that album, so gorgeous. It like makes me cry. Even just thinking about it is a beautiful thing. There is this vocal effect, which a lot of people use. This, I guess, is probably more understood through Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap. It's a vocoder.
Okay.
You know, you play notes, you sing a single melody, and then your voice transfers into the notes that you're playing on the keyboard. So I was doing that with saxophone, but with MIDI notes. So I would launch MIDI notes in Ableton, and I would play saxophone into vocal synth, and it would split off these harmonies into the chords, the MIDI chords that I had. And then I would control, because you can't fucking do this and this at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta have to write it down.
So I was like, how do I even fucking go about doing that? And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll just like create these MIDI clips and I'll launch them in tandem with the session that I'm playing. But I don't play out of Ableton anymore because bringing a fucking computer around to music festivals is the biggest pain in the ass. And then then you're like, well, we need changeover time, and you can't always get changeover time. And like, you're a fucking DJ, just play on CDJs. I'm like, you know what? Actually, it's gonna be like, and I'm gonna have to carry all these huge boxes of gear and stuff, and it's like the same fucking thing. Yeah. You know, it's like me playing the tracks, and I'm still playing saxophone. So I'm a little shackled by not wanting to bring and carry around a computer to do that, and just for like one or two songs, you know, it's not really worth it for me. But yeah, maybe I should experiment with some new shit and see what I can't come up with.
Well, I can tell you from my point of view, dude. I remember the first time I saw you. You know, it was when you were heavy on the sax. You know what I'm saying? Very early on. I mean, you're still probably heavy on it too. But
yes, we heavy.
But man, that, you know, you're like, I don't know if it's worth to bring out for one or two songs. But as a audience member watching you, that's what sold me for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, this motherfucker's up here ripping it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I play saxophone over like 13 songs in the set right now. I was just like referring to a certain effect.
Got you. I got you.
Yeah, which like it requires to have a laptop in. I remember we did EDC, Las Vegas. We were sound checking. It was 126 degrees outside, oppressively hot, and my computer wouldn't even turn on. And I'm like, this sucks.
What'd you do, man?
We were like, what can we do? We're like, okay, we're not sound checking. We'll just get there at night and everything it'll work.
And it worked.
Yeah. Cool. It's good enough, you know?
Yeah.
It was still 96 degrees, and it was at the bass pod, and they had fire everywhere. And like while they're shooting off the pyro, something that happens with pyro when it's very close to you is kerosene sprays on you because it's not all lit up. And there's like little excrements that you get just fucking splattered with kerosene cum on your face. It's not very comfortable.
But it's hot, you know?
It's, dude, yeah. And I was like, this is literally like, I feel like I'm in hell.
Yeah.
Like, this is not tight. It's 96 degrees at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting like splattered with kerosene in the face, and flames are exploding on me. And I was like, this is not a vibe. My computer's like, I'm like, all right, dude.
CDJs it is.
Yeah. It was a long time coming. And then also at the same time, like, I love playing on CDJs. It's so fun. I love interacting like this. When I'm playing on my computer, like I'm like clicking a fucking mouse screen or like managing a MIDI controller that has like a certain amount of like implicit delay, even if I have the most badass brand new computer. And then instead of like pressing play when I intuitively want to press play to launch a clip, and I can't mix things, I'm fucking like quantize launching everything to be able to mix tracks. Like I'm like, I have to like press a button like a few seconds before, you know, it's like a pre-roll, right? When you're launching clips, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I just kind of didn't like it didn't feel very organic to me as far as like blending tracks together, you know? So yeah, I'm out. I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel like with CDJs, you're definitely just a little bit more, definitely a little busier.
You like touch things, man. I get to like nurse plates for mixes and set loops and do fun effect things and do crazy like build effects and play 4 tracks at once and like mix these things in and out. It's like, dude, that's just like, there's something about it. I'm also like, I love doing shit with my hands.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Dude, I wanted to bring this up though, because we were just on the thing of saxophone.
Okay.
I showed my best friend our song a while back, and he's like,
Yeah.
dude, you failed. And I was like, what happened? He's like, you didn't get GRiZ on the fucking saxophone for your collab, dude.
It didn't seem like it made sense on that song.
It did not make sense on that song at all.
You know? I also don't want to be typecast as the guy that has to play sax on every fucking thing.
I don't know, but in my buddy's eyes, we failed him.
I know.
Dude.
Our next collab, I promise we'll do a saxophone lick over it.
And I'll bring the harmonica, dude.
Okay.
He said, okay. He's
I'm
like,
sick. I'm
he's like, I don't know about this.
I'm stoked on that. I want to be open to it. Let's do it. I don't want to say no. I want to be open to it. So let's do it. If you're dead ass serious about it, we'll get you on a
dead
microphone.
ass serious about nothing, Grant. Okay. I don't even know if I am.
I'm here for it, man. I just really want to experience what you're doing spiritually, and if that's where you want to go with it, I think that would be really fun.
Okay, bet, dude.
We'll do it on live.
That's good, dude. So
If
how?
there's drums, it's good. You know?
Absolutely.
Whatever,
Yeah.
it's just fine.
We get that going on. But how was GRiZmas in July this year?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was our best one yet, easily. Also because, well, first of all, because it was supposed to thunderstorm the entire weekend. Like, I'm looking at the weather on Monday, I'm like, yo. And kids are like, did you check the weather?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I saw it. And it's like, well, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, nothing. Hope that we're fine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nothing really like we could capture another date, but then that date would have to be in like 6 months. You know, you can't just like go to an event and be like, hey, how about next weekend? And they're like, great, sounds perfect. I mean, that'd be a very special circumstance. And then all the fans, if y'all's schedules are like a lineup, you know, it's so complicated. I'd rather just give a refund and try and do it again next year. That's what we did in the year past. You know, I played for 30 minutes for the second night and I gave everyone a refund for the show. I was like, look, my bad. You know, also not my bad, but like, you know, I wish this would be different and I didn't give you the performance that you paid for because of weather. So I was like, nice. But, and then also like, I wanted to put together a queer identifying lineup and did that. And the energy felt great. I want to continue doing that. Not for every show. Doesn't need to be a precedent by any stretch of the imagination, but I definitely want to give more shine to the community. So want to do that. That was tight. The beach party was awesome. I'm wearing the hat. Am I wearing the hat?
Carolina Beach, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing the hat. I just like trucker hats right now. So.
Oh, dude, that's my vibe too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they gave me this hat. They're like, hey. And I'm like, oh, it's just, whatever. Not a good story. Anyways, we did the beach party this year. In years past, it's been free. And this year we did it for, I think it was like $10. And we raised $18,000 for Carolina Beach Rescue.
Man, I love all that shit you be doing, man. Like whether it's to schools or beach rescues, you're doing the safe dance space as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, GRiZmas in July. Like you have so many different avenues for things, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm giving so much, and I'd be a huge fucking asshole if I didn't do what I could to give back, and I can be doing more too. You know, so I'm growing into understanding how to be effectively charitable. Because some of this shit is like ineffectively charitable. It's like tax write-off, like mumbo jumbo, where you're like, I'm doing like, it's like Susan B. Corman and the fucking institute is like, how effective is like your dollar? It's like such a small percentage of your donation actually goes towards like the work that actually happens. So national charities are great because some of them are awesome, but then some of them are not very awesome, and they don't really give your money that you gave them to places that actually need it. You know, so like for GRiZ, for example, our first charity was Little Kids Rock, and I don't want to shit on Little Kids Rock because they're awesome, but they weren't the right choice for us because they didn't have a Little Kids Rock chapter in Michigan, and my desire was to. My desire at the time was just to do something. I was like, let's just do something, and let's like magnify this event, and let's make it like a Detroit thing. And I didn't know what that shit meant. It came from a place of ambivalent privilege, where I'm like, I don't really know what's going on, and I don't need to educate myself on what's going on because I'm at least gonna do something. And it's like, well, what are you actually doing? And upon like looking into it and experiencing what was going on with the charity, I was like, well, it's not really doing what I thought it was going to do. And then also I really feel like I need to understand more about what's going on in my city on like a needs aspect versus like this is just like what I think would look good and feel good Samaritan shit, you know? So I did some research, and the research was having conversations with community leaders and people that are doing charitable work in the city. And had some really good conversations, and had a bunch of meetings. And I was like very stern on like, I want to get into a school and start a music program in a school. I found that was like my new directive, in a school that doesn't have a music program. But it was like, hey, actually like a lot of Detroit public schools are like 2 years behind the national reading average. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. So like, how do we like solve that? It's like, you ain't gonna solve that $100K a year.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of it. Yeah.
In the grand scheme of it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's not where efforts are gonna go, because like us as a community, myself, like I am not this hundreds of millions of dollars a year person that can like really create effective change. I'm like a community leader that is trying to figure out how to effectively like craft change without like major sponsors. And I don't really want major sponsor money. Would be amazing, especially for 7 Mile Music. But it was like, okay, cool. So like national reading average 2 years behind, and then also like there's like teachers not getting paid for on time bus route optimization that needs to happen, cafeteria issues, like, so lots of things, like a lot of like fundamentally difficult things. So like the Carmanos Institute, I was talking with them. This is where the conversation gets boring, but they used to do cancer research, and they funding, and then they like, I was talking with them about like what now they do school stuff. They do they work on those like fundamental like public education issues, and a lot of it is like also like school doesn't get funding from the government if the school isn't fully attended. And attendance, you know, that's how you get your funding. If you have more attendance in other schools, you get more funding. There's more kids that are there. So clearly that school needs more budget, right? But also like it's this vicious loop, because if a school is underattended, then they're not going to get the money, and their school is underattended because the school fucking sucks because they don't have a lot of money. You know, it's like this like awful cycle.
Yeah.
So they're working on that stuff. And I was like, look, that's too much for me to bear. I can't do this. I really can't. What can I do? And there was 7 Mile Music, and that was like the shining light for us. They're in Brightmoor, and they offer after school music, tech coding, and visual arts classes for kids for free.
That's awesome.
And transportation, which is huge.
That's
and
dope,
they also do a summer music program as well. And so like our contributions to that every year really matter. And that's a community-driven thing for the community. And is that going to change the world? No. Do I feel like I want to change the world? Yes. Can I? No.
It might change the world, dude.
I can change my community and hopefully inspire other people that have this ambivalent attitude towards their surroundings. Like, it's not really my problem. Somebody else got it. I can't really afford to do it with my time or financially. Somebody else will figure it out. It's like, we really need to take care of each other. So this is what I can do. you know? And so hopefully it touches somebody else's heart and they're like, okay, cool. I can also do something too to make this place less shitty because I believe in the nature of human beings. If you don't too, that's cool. Fuck everybody, you know, like also burn it all down. Yeah, it's fine. Like, but that's your own prerogative. And like, if you ever need a helping hand though, you know, we'll be here.
Yeah. I love that, man. You do so much for, like, it seems like you do all you can. You say you can do more, but that's what you just said. But I think you're doing fucking an awesome job, dude.
Thanks, man.
You start like a charity porno and call it Jizmus and a Guy or something like that.
Jizmus and a Guy. Yeah. Give me some hot dudes. Let's go. I'll do that shit for free.
Oh, that was dumb of me to say, but it was funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, it might change the world, dude. What if you help a kid, you help them be able to be at this place, and this kid turns out to be the next, like, you know, Michael, you know, Jackson or something like that big of a popular figure or something like that. It really changes the world. You could have had a helping hand in that, dude. So,
there you go.
You know, you might change the world doing that, you know?
I don't want any part of it. You know, I just want to do what I do for my community, and everything else from there is just like, then I start like creating an expectation around it, and I get really in my head about it, you know, as I'm like, well, this should do something, because I create expectations for all this stuff that I work on, and I need to like consistently let that shit go. So it's like, okay, doing what I can, and the process of doing it, the people that I get to do it with, and the people that I get to do it for is like that's what it's really about. Mm-hmm. It feels really fucking awesome.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, man. It definitely has me thinking. It makes me want to do more. I don't do anything, dude. I feel terrible right now.
I'll do fucking anything.
I'll do anything right now, bro. But no, it's...
Well, maybe we'll have you come out for Christmas to do some stand-up or something like that and sell an event around it. And if you want to come out and donate your time, that would be cool.
Be great. I'd love to.
You know?
Yeah.
Or like...
You should see the material first, okay?
Dude, it's fun. I mean, I don't give a shit. Well, I do care because I want to see it just for myself because I want to be entertained. You know, I would love to see it.
Now I'm gonna hit you up about that show I have right by your place. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up about that. But
cool.
But no, I'd love to. But no, I definitely, like I said, you just talking about it makes me. It has my mind going just like, what can I do now? Good. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up.
It's a good thing.
We got to do something. I truly do believe that we have to do something. But I just figuring it out is that's the next step. I don't know.
Right on. You just announced Space Camp yesterday.
Space Camp, blast off.
Dude, I gotta ask you this, dude, because this shit has to be stressful as fuck. So like, I have my first headline tour coming up, right? Sure. And like, I'm like stressed out just about filling up these rooms that I'm going into. What is it like having to fill up a Coliseum, dude? Like, what's that? Is that stressful as hell?
It shouldn't be, because it shouldn't be, but it does feel that way.
Yeah.
But that's like, damn, these mics be like really like NPR. Jazz plus jazz equals jazz.
Some good mics, dude.
There's some good mics. Oh, this is I have this mic. The
Sure, yep.
SM7B.
Yep.
I recorded Krishira on this microphone, and she sounds really dope on it because it's a little bit softer than a SM7. 57? No, 97. SM something 7.
I thought it was 57.
57.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what's your question?
talking about Space Camp, man.
No, I know that.
How,
but like,
how much stress is it to throw like a 2-day Coliseum event, man? Like, well, how
I love doing this shit.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's where it is. I absolutely love doing it, and it's the coolest opportunity to be able to have people that want to come to something that I'm producing. I love producing it. I love talking about what vendors are going to be there. Yeah, I mean, like when I'm in the right headspace for it, and it, like I just fucking like I love creating the production. I love creating the narrative of that show. Well, I don't really do this at any of my shows, but like at Space Camp, I started this thing accidentally, and I really got into it, and it was like, oh, now Space Camp has this narrative where it's like first year was like Space Camp, it was like Blast Off is the first year, and like, but then like the next was the first night, and then the next night was like, now that we're floating in space, there's like this like alien craft that like intercepted us as we're moving into like dangerous territory, because like at space camp we're a bunch of space explorers. Like that's like the narrative here. And like Pegasus is our spacecraft. Iris is like the Hal character. You ever seen 2001 Space Odyssey?
No, I don't think so.
That's a good one. It's like the one with like there's like the monkeys and they're like epitaph like thing. Like they all start going nuts and shit.
I should watch it though.
It's really trippy.
Okay,
it's a
I'll watch
space odyssey.
I'll check it out. I ain't
It's
scared.
cool.
I ain't
It's
scared,
cool.
bro.
It might freak you out.
I ain't scared.
Cool. It's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
But there's this evil computer in it, and in our situation, she's nice, and she's kind of like Navi, like the fairy from Zelda. Like just get okay, that's better.
I know that.
Giving us like she's narrating the thing and like giving us like the instructions. And like night 2, the spacecraft comes in, so we created the production on stage to look a certain way, and then over the audience, we created this like circle thing with all these. They were what was the fixture? Whatever. There are these like light bar things like around it. And I wanted it to look like a spaceship, so that we had this like spaceship battle in the show. That was all time code. It was like shooting lasers from the crowd from the stage at that. And then it was like had these like upside down cryo things on it. So it looked like it was like
Taking off.
Yeah. It didn't move because it was really heavy and automation's impossibly expensive and oftentimes not super effective for EDM shows. Anyways, now I'm rambling about all this shit. But yeah, it was that narrative was really fun, and then our ship exploded, and then like the next like part of the set was like fixing the ship, and like the end of whatever. And so this year I'm really excited to get back in the narrative and like what's the next piece of the narrative? What's the next? How do I tell this story over 2 nights without it needing to feel too much like a fucking like in your face? You have to follow the story, but if you're not clued in, it's your first time going. It's just very fucking cool and a cool experience. But also, if you've been every year, you get to watch this story as it develops with like Iris and this evil entity that tried to attack our ship and we blew up maybe. And then also Pegasus and like what's happening at ground control and like all these things and like making songs that will only happen at that show that I spend fucking countless hours on. But just for that show, just time coded for that show, like fucking cool shit, and the stage that represents what the narrative that we're trying to share. And I like love that kind of shit. That's like I get to be really like so many different parts of my creative brain get to happen. Like I love Dungeons and Dragons, I love fantasy stuff, I love storytelling, so I get to like kind of do some of those things at that. And then fucking whatever, man, come to my fucking show or don't. It's cool as fuck, you know, like, and that's just gonna sell out probably tomorrow. So like buy a ticket or don't. I don't fuck. Whatever.
Hell
but please,
yeah.
but also don't. I don't know, man.
I like that attitude, dude.
Yeah, because I know for a fact that my shows are fucking sick because I work so hard at them, and that's just it. And there's nothing else, you know, that I've done in my life that I put that much work into. And that's like integrity as fuck for me. And I'm like, I know I do good shit. So yeah.
Damn, bro, that sounds fun. I wish I fucking could come to that. That sounds like a good time.
We'll book you for
Not
one.
just go to it, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. I wish I could just see it.
Come through.
I think I'm gonna be on tour, but it sounds like a fucking dope time. I didn't know anything about that. You know what I mean? I didn't know there's whole stories to it.
Yeah.
Dude, what type of crazy headspace you gotta be into to write this out, dude?
Yeah.
You gotta get it high as fuck and just write the story.
Honestly, man, sometimes when I'm too high, I kind of can't like as you can tell, like I have a tough time like finding a concise narrative. I can find narratives, but like a concise like through line for shit.
Full storyline, you know.
It just fucking meanders off the side of the road. But this year I really want to have like Colin write like a zine, Prob Cause, he's an illustrator, write like a zine that we can distribute beforehand so people can kind of like follow along the story and like kind of what's going on, give it even more context maybe. I've built a lot of things in the GRiZ universe that had more meaning than people originally first thought. And then there's also things that I did that had zero meaning. And then people were like, dude, I know what that fucking means. I'm like, dude, you really?
Bro, I get what you're saying here. I get the message.
But that's just maybe the coolest shit though. Somebody's like finding, wait, what's the, why the nun?
Why the nun?
Why the nun?
It's taboo, bro. Like a sexy nun.
Ah, okay.
And I don't even fuck with the nuns like that as much anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, we onto something else.
Yeah.
What's next?
Dude, trailer parks and trucks.
Okay, cool.
Harleys and hot dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Yeah. Have you been to a Monster Truck Rally recently?
I went to the Monster Jam in New Orleans before I moved, dude. It was
Cool.
fucking awesome.
Cool.
Have you ever been to one of them?
No.
You should go, dude.
My friend Jason invited me to one, and I did not go because I had some other shit going on. But they do them here in Denver.
Yeah.
At this place where they do it.
At the place, dude. And no, it was such a cool ass experience. I lucked out and had a guy next to me who like was the biggest fan of, like, he knew all the drivers, like their family, like their whole history, because it's like a lot of
the family's history,
dude. Because it's like a family,
the dad's dad or the mom's mom.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I lucked out with the guy I was sitting next to, and it was so much more enjoyable because I knew the history behind it, and they were doing flips and shit in it, just running into each other. It was awesome.
Because there's something more to it than just like the actual smashing into shit, but but that's the immediate appeal of it.
Yeah, it's loud.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that kind of shit though.
Yeah.
Does it smell like gasoline?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I also kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's the gas stress.
Something about it just feels tough.
Yeah. So are you projecting that kind of, or are you summoning that kind of energy?
I need that energy.
Okay, are you not
I
tough?
fucking need it, dude.
I figured you to be a kind of tough person.
I'm tough, dude.
Yeah. You're an outdoorsy person, you know. You fall, scrape your elbow, whatever.
Dude, I'm tough, but don't hurt my feelings.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. True. I feel that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hurt your feelings.
I don't think you would, dude. You seem like a nice guy.
I wouldn't like to.
What if I was like, fucking hurt me?
It really depends on how you say it, how much eye contact.
Dude, I want you to fucking hurt me.
I don't want to. Okay.
That's great, dude. This has been fun, dude. This has been a lot of fun.
It really almost got there.
Yeah, got close, dude. I could see it. You're deciding. You didn't. This has been fun, man. Thank you for being here. We got a bunch of fan questions I wanted to get to.
Okay.
Kyle, do you have anything you wanted to ask Mr. GRiZ?
Yeah, I got something.
Okay.
In what ways are you like your mother, and in what ways are you like your father?
My mom has an unrelenting drive about her that she will get the thing done at all costs. She's like the strongest, most superhero person that I know, and there's more to that. But yeah, I get a lot of inspiration on like I should like, if I'm trying to summon my resilience as a person, I call to her spirit. And then my dad is the genius of the family, misunderstood and too smart for his own good. Wow. I wouldn't consider myself to be this same, but when it comes down to having like an engineering brain about things, sound engineering, you know, as for what we do, that comes from him for sure.
Awesome. What about you, Mitch?
Deep question. My mom's very kind. She's an angel. She'll do anything for anybody. She's a really, really great, just really like nurturing person. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my dad is kind of the opposite. It's like a lot of tough love.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get my kindness from my mother, and like my ability to want to do good from her, and I get kind of my grit from my dad.
Grit. That's a good word.
Yeah, I get my grit from him.
Do you have your dad's eyes or your mom's?
Fuck. I think my mom's.
Yeah.
I think my mom's.
The kind eyes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What a deep question, Kyle. I like it, though.
That was really good.
That was a nice question. And it's made us think about something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been thinking
I never think. I just say shit.
That's cool.
All right, I'm going to pull up the first guest question here.
Hey, Mr. Boo. This is Nick from Charlotte.
What's audio?
I got a question for Mr. GRiZ there. What's the worst job you ever worked? Do you ever miss it? I bet you be working a lot, you know, touring everywhere, doing all that you do. So let me know.
Do I wait?
What's the worst job you ever had, and do you miss it?
Do I miss it? No, I do not miss it. I've had a bunch of awful jobs. One of them, I was a debt collector in high school. Over summer, I worked in a cubicle in a basement. So did Freddie Todd, too. You should ask him. You know Freddie, right?
Yeah, he was telling me that y'all would, what would y'all steal? The vermouth. Moose on vermouth.
Yeah, we would steal vermouth from my mom and drink it like it was like hard booze, but it's just like...
He told me that story. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude, that shit is nasty. Yeah. You should ask him about man, I need to connect with Freddie more. You should ask him about CCS, Creative Credit Solutions.
I was thinking of the skateboard magazine.
Right. Yeah. Not that. CCS magazine, fun.
Mm-hmm.
CCS, the job, not fun. That was awful. And then the other job that I don't miss any of my old jobs besides maybe selling pot. That was tight. But also I was broke constantly. I was like hood rich, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like had a bunch of cash, but none of it was mine.
Yeah.
But I'd still buy shit and then like, you know, just make it work. Anyways, it's like, yeah, you got like, you know, a couple $1,000s in your pocket and it's like, yeah. And it's like, actually I owe all this back to the next batch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's anyways. The other job that I don't miss, I was a dishwasher in college. This is the last job that I actually ever had, like the last, like job job. And I was a dishwasher at a Mexican restaurant and it was called El Azteca. Fuck that place. They don't cook anything. We don't cook anything there. Nothing is cooked. Don't go there. But people like it though, because it's like a thing. You know, it's like, oh, El Azteca is like that place we went. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a mean person, but like, fuck that place. Man.
I'm not trying to be a hater, but I am.
Yeah. Dude. So everything's microwaved or steamed.
Damn.
There's no like grill. And everything's like pre-made. And the only thing that's like really like kind of cooked is like the chimichanga is deep fried. But man, you make the nachos. The shit that you make at home is better just with cheese and fucking shredded cheese and Doritos and Tostitos. Yeah, it's the same shit.
Or you can use Doritos. It's pretty good with Doritos.
I've never had Doritos.
You get the nacho cheese with some cheese on that bit.
I feel like Cool Ranch plus cheese would maybe be better.
But some peas on that bitch.
Some peas?
Some cheese on that
bitch. Oh, there's some peas.
Dude, there's some peas on it too, brother. It's your the world.
The reason why I say this because there was peas on this shit. So you would take this fucking plate and you would take out. It was the bean gun, bro. I had to fucking clean this fucking thing. I was also a cook there for a little bit too, but I didn't work because they need a dishwasher. I need a job. That's what I got. But it was this refried bean gun. And it was like you'd squeeze it and then refried beans would come out of it. You'd lay it on a fucking plate, put chips on it, put cheese on it, microwave it, take it out, put more refried bean gun on top of it, then put lettuce and fucking peas and tomatoes and more cheese on it. It's like the nastiest shit.
Sounds delicious.
It's so bad. And like the worst part about it is that everything's on all these fucking plastic plates and when you're trying to wash the dishes, like dude, that shit is like microwaved cheese on a plastic dish does not come off so fucking easy, especially if it's overdone.
Oh bro, I worked at I washed dishes at a pizza joint.
Fuck
for
that.
a bit.
Fuck that.
And
steel wool scraper. Fucking
getting the cheese off that bitch was not easy.
Did you have the dishwasher steam fucking water?
Drop it. Oh yeah.
Bro, the chemical burns on my fucking forearms.
Oh dude, I'd be wet. Bleach. I'd be wet at the end of the shift, man. And it was a busy restaurant.
Yeah.
But then I got in the kitchen, like I actually kind of enjoyed that job once I like started making pizzas. It was chill.
Well, when you're in the dish tank though, you're kind of I was on an island. Like not literally, but like it was like figuratively. Like I'm out here on the fucking in the dish tank, and like no one's really interacting with me, so I'm like fucking alone. Just you know, it builds character though. But I did that for a few years. It was the fucking worst. I worked as a waiter, done all this shit.
Yeah.
You know. What was your worst job? Was it the dishwasher thing too?
No, actually, my worst job was Sonic. I worked at a Sonic.
Worse than dish tank. Why?
Yeah, I worked. It was my first job I ever had. I was 16.
What were you doing?
I was in the
Taking
kitchen.
orders?
I was in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And dude, I didn't realize how shitty the job was until I got another job. Because like, I had tried quitting 3 times, and every time I tried quitting, they'd give me a raise. The reason they did that is because I was their most trusted employee at the age of 16, dude.
Wow.
It was crazy. Like I was shift leader, like telling people what to do. Like
there's some trustworthy 16-year-olds.
I know, dude. But
were you to be trusted though?
Yeah, no, hell no.
You don't think so? Actually,
I was responsible, but I had a good time. So yeah, I was trustworthy.
Okay, cool.
I guess I had overall.
So they had their trust in that. They were right about that.
I guess they were right. They could have trusted me to make sure everything was fine. Because if something was going wrong, I would have handled it. But
But what does you fucking around on that job look like?
Oh, dude, just me making some weird foods. I remember we got
that you would eat or you would serve to people?
Oh, we'd eat it. You know what I mean? Or like if some homies came in, they ordered.
Give me the triple.
So I had this key code. It actually got out at school and it became a problem. So you go to Sonic and you say, "Can I get a small tot on the sly?"
Okay.
On the sly.
On the sly, yeah.
And I have it in my ear. I hear it on the sly. You getting a large chili cheese tot. It's like, let me get a junior burger on the sly. You get a triple bacon burger or something like that.
Right.
You know what I
On
mean?
the sly, that was like, I'm going to get the free upgrade.
Yeah, on the sly.
Yeah.
It was something I had made up. But
that's cool.
Yeah, it was.
But that's like lingo though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But dude, I had to quit because I was like, I turned 17. They were trying to make me assistant manager. I was working like 51 hours a week, and then also playing in a band. I was like, I gotta quit this job, y'all. I cannot. I cannot.
Getting too deep.
I cannot do this.
Yeah,
cannot do this.
Were you working a lot of hours at that point?
Yeah, I was working 51 a week. And I was like in high school and playing in a band.
Oh my God.
I didn't have time to like,
That's a lot.
I didn't have time to like have a lady or anything like that or do anything other than just like what I had to do. Wow. So I had to leave that job. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you the coolest job I had though was I was a resident DJ at this gay bar in Jackson, Mississippi called Wanderlust. Mm-hmm. I was they changed the name. I forget the name of it now, but I was a resident there for like 2.5 years, and it was a really fun job.
Tight.
Really fun.
Did you play like? Did you play like 5 hour long sets? You like I'm playing
6 to 8.
Yeah, I'm just like playing all night.
6 to 8 hours, yeah.
A lot of like pop music and just kind of whatever's popping off, dance music and stuff.
Dude, this actually goes into like a little bit of the Megan Thee Stallion bit because it used to be a lot of like house music and pop stuff, and like it was like really playful sing along place. Like it was just the music was really light and fun.
Yeah.
But as soon as Cardi B came out,
hot girl shit,
the entire vibe of the club changed, and still to this day it's like that. It was just
more
like
lit,
way more lit,
fun.
It's fun. Yeah. It's just a different type. You know what I mean? It was just like, because everywhere else in Jackson. I went back for Christmas whenever I was at my mom's. I just went to go party and stuff. And it's still like a turnt vibe. Like,
cool. But
it was crazy to literally saw it right in front of me. Like, I would just play house music and like some pretty gay shit at the gay bar. You know what I mean? And then it turned into like, then they wanted Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. They wanted like Boosie, and like the whole vibe got gangster, but it was fun. Like it was definitely, the thing is with the light music though, you could have kept them on the floor all night.
Okay.
But the turnt music, you got like an hour and a half window of just balls to the wall, and then it's going to thin out.
Yeah.
That was a fun job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was a fun question too. Let's get to another one.
Good reminiscing. Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, Mitch. Hey, Grant. This is Emily.
Hey, Emily.
I just have one question for GRiZ that I need to know. Okay. Will you ever give us a slow house set ever again? Because me and my crew were at your Lost Limbs slow house set. We were tripping a bit, and it literally changed our lives. And ever since then, we have just been like waiting for the day that you'll do it again. So,
cool.
Any insight would be cool.
I don't know when.
Thanks. Bye.
Her name was Emily.
Yeah. What is slow house?
I think I just.
Because I saw that you're doing. I was like, what is it like halftime?
It was an accident. I was in Los Angeles like many years ago. And I had rented CDJs, and we had this like cool house on the hill. And we were just like playing, just CDJing out by the pool, kind of throughout the weekend, just having fun. And I was like, me and my friend Lane, goes by Mixed Media, or also behind the project Tie-Dye Ninjas. He also lives, whatever. He lives in New Orleans now. We were DJing Tech House, and then I had to like go do something inside or something like that, take a call or some shit. So like the music was just like playing. I just like left it playing. And one of our friends that was there that doesn't know how to DJ was like trying to do something. And I came back. And he was like, yo, like not Lane, but my friend who was like, Lane was like DJing with me. He was like swimming in the pool, and he's like, yo, I'm trying to do this, and it's broken. Like the thing doesn't do. How to do this thing? And the track was like, it was all slow and like chopped and screwed sounding, and it was like, I was like, oh yeah, well see you knocked the fucking fader down. It was just slowing down tech house music to
tempo,
to 88 beats per minute, but then fucking committing to the vibe and not changing it. You can't fucking change it. It has to be that. And you can't play it at 95. You can't play it fucking slower. That's it. And not all songs work slowed down because some of them are too much space in between the kick and the snare, and it's a little bit too boring. But Lane was like, he was like, yo, actually don't change it. This is fucking sick. I'm going to try mixing something into this. And over the next like 2 hours, we're just like locked into the fucking slow house thing.
That's cool. And it's a vibe.
It's a fucking vibe. This shit's really cool. And it's like the most fun. Like, what does everybody have on their fucking, you know, shit? Tech house, you know, probably as a DJ. Like I've fucking tech house out my ass, you know, which I love that genre of music. I think
So
it's
much fun.
fucking awesome. Been enjoying making some tech house bangers over the past few years and just, you know, playing them whenever. And man, like sometimes it's not always the right music to play for a mood, but shit, you just slow that shit down.
You gonna do it again though?
Yeah, totally. At some point when the moment calls for it. I don't know when.
That's cool. I'm glad I got the story behind it because I didn't know what slow house was, but it's literally exactly what it sounds like.
Literally just slow house. It's not that. We're working on making slow house, like making music in like I have one song with Lane that's like sort of finished, but like all my collaborations, I have like so many things that I need to put out, you know, that like needs to get fucking done, and I'm just like so locked into just making more and more and more stuff. And it's just all these unfinished projects. Thank God Bass Music's coming out.
Dude, I was honestly worried for a second because I was just like, oh, dude, my album's coming out. I'm sure he's busy. Is this song ever going to come out?
Yeah, thank God.
It was like a dream
If it
collab.
didn't come out in the next few months, I'd be like, I mean, at this point, it's so old. Let's just work on something new. And then I would have this cycle of playing it out, people asking for it, and then like, oh, there it goes.
There it goes. I'm glad we're putting it out, but yeah, we should do another one regardless either way, dude.
Okay. All right, more questions. Sorry. I'll make them way shorter responses.
Nah, man, listen.
Should never give this man weed.
What are you apologizing for, dude? You're fine.
Okay, cool.
This is
I'm freaking out.
this is this is the show, dude. Listen, I don't have a time limit on this show, man. I enjoy.
I don't even know what time it is.
Dude, fuck time.
All right, cool. Honestly, though.
Hey, I was just calling, and first I want to start out and say I love all of your guys'
M for
music.
Mitch.
And
Has your name on it.
the question I had for y'all was, do you ever wish you could hang out with your fans or people that go to your shows without it being weird or them acting starstruck? Or are you able to actually hang out with people afterwards or in the crowd without it being weird? Thanks. See ya.
You go ahead. You want me to go?
Yeah.
I just hit the weed, dude. I don't know if I'm capable of that.
It hasn't kicked in yet.
Dude,
so maybe I'll go
I'm
first.
high as fuck, bro.
Okay. This is really nice.
That is good.
I actually really like this.
I like that. That's really smooth.
I got this in Washington. Anyways.
Yeah, do you wish you want me to go?
I can go. What was the question?
It's basically like, do you wish that you could be in the crowd without people being nervous or being weird? Isn't that basically the question?
Well,
Kyle?
I did.
Yeah. Are you cool with people fangirling and being like super into you when they first meet you? Can you still hang out with them, or do you prefer for everybody to be chill and just kind of like, hey, what's up?
I think that eventually that like over time it just breaks down, that mystique of who this person is, you know, because it's just like it's like the, you know, you're like, I've been really into the thing that you're doing. And I don't know, it can be extreme at times. So like, it's not always going to be okay. And also like, I'm not going to get along with everybody. You know, my energy is not going to align with everybody. I don't like everybody, you know, that's fine. I'm not obligated to like every single person that I fucking meet. I should be kind to every person that I meet, at least at first. And I will do my very fucking best to be at least kind, because that's at least what everyone fucking deserves is kindness. I'm not gonna be best friends with every single person I meet, because I have really great friends, and like I, you know, nurture those relationships. Shit, I love to party with people, you know, but like I dislike people keeping my name in their mouth about some shit, you know, because like if I want to party and like do things like that, like I don't need a bunch of strangers having fucking 13 million stories about me, because people just love having a fucking story and love like. Everything would be cool if I'm like, oh, I'm worried about people gonna be like, oh yeah, dude, like I did drugs with GRiZ, man, and the coolest, you know, guy. Cool, great, you know, but then like, I don't know, man. Shit just gets fucking weird. And it gets weird when people don't treat me like a human being. Even if they're like, no, like it's cool, I'll treat you like a human being. It's like, bro, like I've had restraining orders against people, you know? They've invaded my lives to a point of like breaking into my house, where I felt like my personal safety was at threat, you know? So yeah, man, I mean, for me, it can get sticky. So sticky D, you know? So I try and pick my battles. So if I know that I'm going to be participating in a certain kind of way, I'll say, hey, like I have this boundary, like, could you please respect it as I'm like trying to do my thing? And I love when people say what up, you know? And I'll do my best to like meet the energy with kindness, because sometimes like I need to check myself, because like I'm not always walking out of the house being like, today is the best day. Sometimes I'm like, you know, my relationship, you know, maybe one of my relationships feels like really off. Maybe like my energy just feels off because I woke up on the wrong side of the fucking bed or whatever, you know? What about you? Do you feel like you're like, let's all like rage and party and hang, or like what's your thing?
I mean, I kind of like it a little bit when people are like, when people are a little nervous, I kind of like that a bit, just because I get to go kind of meet them and like make them realize, oh, this guy's just a dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it breaks down.
Yeah. I love talking to people. Like I'm a big shit talker too. So if like someone's coming up ready to like have that energy, like I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know,
do you have somebody in your life, like a famous person, somebody that like if you met them, you feel like you just completely lose your shit?
Man, I thought it was going to be you for the longest time. So no, I don't think I'd be nervous meeting anybody. I feel like I could walk up and talk to anybody and not be nervous.
What about like Tom Cruise? If I was Tom Cruise sitting here, you wouldn't be like, whoa, dude.
No, I think you sitting here holds more than Tom Cruise sitting here.
Right.
You know?
I feel, yeah, okay. That's dope. That's like, you've got, you know, I totally get that. The first time that I met, Derek, I'll never forget it. I was, who was Pretty Lights, right? And I was in, he had that effect on me where I was like, oh my God. Whoa. Also because he's a giant human being.
Yeah.
Like huge. This dude's like 6'8".
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's wild.
He's a massive human being. And I was like going out to dinner, and he just like walks out of this restaurant and like almost like bump into him. I'm like, whoa, holy shit. Like, what's up? In and out like that. I felt genuinely just like starstruck in that moment. But, since I don't know him very well, but, in the few times we've hung out like that, mystique has left. And so now he's just a dude.
Yeah.
That makes brilliant fucking music, mind you.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah.
I know whenever it was the first time I met you, you didn't even know me as TVBOO outside of Lammer Lounge. Mm-hmm. I was like trying to play it cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we did the podcast, and I was totally fine after that first time we met. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did it over Zoom.
Yeah, we did it over Zoom.
This is better.
Way better. I fucked that up, dude. I'm high fucking.
I got him. Nice. We got there eventually. I said we would.
Oh, dude, kind of going on what you said, keep my name at your mouth type of beat. Fuck, I'm fucking up right now, dude.
Yeah.
But like, because I'm a jokester, dude. Like I'll be making jokes, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's also not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't take anything I say serious. You know
totally.
What I mean?
And if you're giving off that energy, somebody might misinterpret it, and then all of a sudden you're like,
I'm a bad guy to them.
Yeah. So it's tough. As I'm saying, shit gets sticky.
Yeah.
So it's just best to be polite, and also like we can understand each other's boundaries. Like, hey, these are my boundaries, and I try and give people that same sort of grace. But like, when you're in the public eye, like there isn't that initial like, hey, this person has boundaries, let me just give them their boundaries. It's like I have this desire to meet this person over like respecting someone's boundaries.
Yeah.
Like I was having a beer with someone that I was dating, and this group of people are sniping videos of us from across the street, and then like I like look over and I wave and they giggle and run away, and the person I was seeing was like not happy about that, because that's a huge invasion of your privacy. You're just like sitting there like having, and like, what if I want to make out with this dude, and then all of a sudden like that's like video on someone's. That's so fucking weird. It's just so strange.
Yeah, two dudes making out.
Fuck yeah, that's the weirdest shit ever. Yeah, it's still weird. Yeah, still weird, but hot.
I'm so hot, dude.
It's the taboo-ness of it all. It just makes it so sexy.
Damn, keep talking.
Yeah. But and then so I try and greet those situations with like, yo, hey, like,
Come on.
Just get the fuck over here. Just, let's take a photo together.
Yeah.
And like not make this really weird. And also like if I need a fucking moment, like understand. Anyways, we can do the next question.
Yeah, that's good. I like that though. I like the answer to that question.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like your answer too.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah. I feel like we're understanding each other.
Yeah, and I do like it when guys make out. Okay.
Okay, cool. Just don't look at my web search history.
Just don't look at my videos. I have you and your man.
You should have never shared my address with you, bro. He's out there with binoculars, dog.
Hi, this is Caitlin from Atlanta.
Hey, Caitlin.
So my question is, if y'all had to like switch places for a whole day, like everything, like y'all were in each other's bodies for a day, we're living each other's lives for a day, what would be the first thing that each of you would do living each other's lives?
That's an amazing question.
Okay, I love you both. Bye.
It's really fun.
All right, let's deepen the scenario. Do we have each other's skills? Like, if I'm in your body, do I also have
I believe she said everything.
Everything. What were you thinking?
Well, I was just thinking it was like a Freaky Friday. Like you're just in that person's skin.
Yeah. Okay. So
you sound like them. You look like them.
What would you do?
Huh? I would go hunting with my dad. I'll call up dad. Be like, Dad, let's go hunting. I want to go do some shit outdoors. I want to like get into nature, and I've never done some shit like that with my dad. I would kill for that opportunity. That'd be so sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I would also play drums because I don't know how the fuck to play drums. I would love to do that, and I can't sing very well. You said you got the screamo thing down.
I can do that very well. I'm not gonna. Actually, I'm good at that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Tight. Yeah. Own it.
Yeah, I'm good at that shit. Yeah, dude. I play the saxophone, and I'd go play gay softball.
Tight. Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's tight. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds fun, dude.
Yeah. That's a really good day.
Yeah. That sounds like fun, man. That sounds like a good day.
Yeah.
Damn it! I wish we could Freaky Friday this bitch now. I get so high, I just think I'm GRiZ.
You just got like little white squares of this stuff. I mean, we could pretend.
That's fun, dude. Let's get another one, Kyle. Let me hit that again, actually.
TVBOO and GRiZ. What's up, bro? It's Chase. I'm a long-time caller. Just wanted to get a question in there. You're the king of good vibes. I really believe both of you all are. What is something that you do when you're down, whether on creativity, down on yourself, down on life, just to get you back up? What's your ish? What's your thing? What's your go-to? TVBOO, I love you. GRiZ, I love you even more.
Damn.
You guys are amazing. Keep changing music and keep putting stuff out. We all appreciate it and love it so much. What you.
He loves you more, man.
I love him more than
I love him more than you.
Beach. What is your thing? Do you have a thing?
Dude, I felt like for the longest time, like I put my happiness in the studio, right? So where if I wasn't making a good song or if I wasn't happy in the studio, I wasn't a joy to be around. I wasn't.
Yeah. Whoa.
I felt like that was it for the longest time. I was just so into TVBOO that I couldn't enjoy Mitch. You know what I mean? But now, dude, I mean, stand up is great. It's so much fun to do. Dude, basketball's been like this podcast as well, but like I'm so glad I found playing basketball. I actually love playing it.
What's it about those things versus what's it about your musical career that is like, what's like the difference there for you?
Pressure.
Because there's okay.
Pressure. It's like, man, I'm not enjoying what I'm making today, or I'm not good enough to be where I'm at right now.
Right.
Or like even sometimes ego things, like maybe I should be further along, stuff like that. And you just get
better than this person.
Yeah.
I should be better than what I'm doing right now. I should be selling more tickets. Sure, all those things, right? I should be having more platinum plaques on my walls.
So I think that something that helps me get out of that is just go doing real life shit. Get in and out of your own shit. Like go on a hike. You know what I mean? I have a girlfriend now that I met here. You know what I mean? That's helped me. That's helped me like, get out of my own things. Being able to leave it in the studio. If I'm down on that, go outside, go play some basketball, go hunt, go hike, go do comedy. Honestly, like this podcast has been
hobbies.
Yeah, this podcast has been great for me. Like it was a good idea to start, but I felt like I literally fell in love with doing this. I love doing it. And
You're good at talking with people.
Thank you, man. It's something.
It's a skill.
It's something I've gotten better at as I've been doing it. But like, just sitting and talking with people is something that I really look forward to doing. So I guess just finding hobbies. What about you? What's something that you do?
Exact same thing. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Things that bring me pure joy without pressure.
Yeah.
I understand that the pressure that I make on myself or the pressure that exists around the music thing that's self-imposed. 'Cause yeah, it's not real. And even with that, it still feels so real sometimes that I just need to take a break from it and find something that has zero self-imposed pressure. So I love exercising. Gets me out, gets me into my body, like physically, you know? It's like I'm touching things and I'm doing push-ups and squats, whatever, lifting. I'm fighting gravity over here, bro. You know?
Yeah, doing
Isaac
something.
Newton be damned, bro.
Going and kicking your own ass. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I love the sports thing, man. It's really fun. I also love, switching the channel, and then also, reconnecting with nature and kind of like a gratitude moment is so helpful because I have so much to be grateful for. And when I'm feeling down, it's usually because I'm like, I allow myself to feel down a bit, you know, because I can't just suppress that feeling. But we have a lot to be grateful for, and I mean, just the mere fact that it's summer and I can be outside in a t-shirt and shorts, that's so good.
Dude, you have no idea how amazing it is being out and being able to enjoy summer weather here.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus
Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah.
Humid.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Louisiana summer, not fun.
No.
Denver summer, fun.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I'll tell you something else that is really, really great for just getting out of your own head is fishing, man. I haven't done that since I've been here. I haven't fished since I've been here, but in Louisiana, I would do it 2-3 times a week.
We should go we should do the Platte River fish thing. Well, that's more like fly fishing, though.
I ain't never done that. I'm down. This sounds fun.
Sounds tough.
I ain't scared.
I know you're not scared. I'm not scared. I'm there for the grill and chill, though.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, I love a grill and chill.
We had one yesterday. Mercive, he invited us over to the studio, and we played basketball, ate some food.
Right?
Yeah, Andy. Yeah.
Andy, you say Andy?
Andy. Yeah, that's what I
Did
call
he
him.
introduce himself as Andy?
I think
you just
so.
went for it.
No, I mean a lot of people call him Andy.
Oh, okay.
I've always called him Andy.
Okay.
But yeah, those grill and chills are fun, dude.
I cook for him.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll cook for you, brother. I'm thinking about doing one tonight just because football's back, baby.
Oh, wow.
First preseason game's not exciting. It's just preseason, but I'm fucking torqued, dude.
Sick.
Kyle, let's get to another one.
Let's get in. I'm torqued. Who says that?
Hey guys, it is Dustin from Milwaukee.
Love this guy. Hey, Dustin.
Jesus Christ. Just want to say, so happy to have the big man on the podcast. I know Mitch has been excited for this, so congratulations to everybody. I can't wait to hear this. Grant, my question for you is, if you don't mind,
so
what made you choose to throw Triple Rainbow here in Wisconsin? I'd love to hear a little bit about kind of the process of choosing Alpine. Number one, I want to let you know from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of everyone else's heart here in Wisconsin, we appreciate you so much.
You're welcome.
We know we're not, I know you're a Michigan guy, so I know we're across the pond, as they say.
Yeah,
but we love you out here, and we love having everybody come visit. Excited to have TVBOO in October as well. So much love from Dustin out in Milwaukee. Your boy Jesus Christ keeping it cheesy out here for you. Talk to you soon.
We love our ranch dipping fucking Midwest motherfucking family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you get it, like that's it. Like pizza ranch, you know what I'm saying? I know he's a cheesy boy. Jesus
Christ, dude.
Yeah.
He's the man.
I'm a ranch boy.
You can have cheese and ranch at the same time, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Totally. Would you ever dip a cheese cheese stick? Would you ever dip string cheese into ranch? That's vile shit, I feel
I'd try it.
Are you afraid?
I ain't scared of shit, bitch.
You're scared.
No, dude, why not try
I'm
it?
scared of that, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like mozzarella sticks with ranch?
No. I like mozzarella, but it's the fact that there's a breadedness to the outside.
Okay.
He's talking about straight cheese.
Gotcha. Just like a cheese stick, like a string cheese. String cheese dipped in ranch. That'd be gross. I don't even know how you got there.
I'll try it, dude. Tell me you wouldn't try that.
I wouldn't try it.
Okay.
Or I would watch. Because I know what it's going to taste like. It's just too much, I think.
Dude, I used to do weird shit. I used to wrap my popcorn in ham when I was a kid. I don't know why. I thought it was good.
Popcorn and ham?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. Yeah, I would try that over the other. It's too slimy. Like the texture's too slimy. Yeah. Anyways, we chose Triple Rainbow for Alpine Valley because of like the there's limited camping, which I really like the idea of. We haven't thrown a camping event yet, really. So I like the idea of like introducing that slowly. Also, it's gorgeous as fuck. Also, it's Midwest, so that's fam. Also, it's not in Michigan, which is good because we do a lot of Michigan things already. So spread the love. Also, it's gonna sound amazing in there. Also, we can do some nuts production stuff in there. Also, there's hotels on site. Also, it's close to like 3 or 4 different cities. And as much as I wish that the entire thing was camping, I don't think that like in our first year to like throw a full-fledged camping festival is kind of where we're at yet. Although I think next year it is. It's just like I don't want to speak too soon, but like just trying to find the right property for that is like tiresome as fuck. Permits and lots of disappointment and lots of like site visits that you fall in love with something, it doesn't work out. But there's also a lot of bands that have played in Alpine Valley that are legendary and that have been doing such a great vibe thing there for many years. So it was like, okay, cool. I want to be in a place where that vibe has been created and see if we can feel that energy. That sounds like, and it's like in the woods. You know, you were saying you're like a trees guy.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a trees guy as well. And we've already, we've got the beach thing, so I want to do a trees thing.
They got some nice trees out there in Charlotte, if you want to.
They do.
Yeah, that's something I notice every time I'm in Charlotte. I'm like, y'all got some nice trees.
We did Christmas in July used to be at Greenfield Lake Amphitheater, which was like real nice trees and like a little lagoon in the back with like alligators and shit.
Did you see the video of Gucci Mane in the lagoon?
No, Gucci in the lagoon. Lagoonchi Man.
Yeah. It's so entertaining. He's never been in a lagoon. He's like, bro, I'm in a lagoon.
I need to see
He's just
that.
recording. He's by himself, just like, look at this. I'm in a lagoon.
What is he? Is he with those like the trees with like the?
I don't know.
Okay,
it just
all
looked like a lagoon, and he's like tripping out about it.
He's a lagoon.
Yeah, it's so funny,
Don't
man.
be a lagoon.
It
Oh, yeah,
definitely
that's
made my day better.
Okay,
watching that
Gucci
video.
Man in lagoon.
Yeah, that's a good question. Shout out Jesus Christ. I love this guy. He calls all the time, and he's a good. He's a fan who's become a friend. Like we text about football.
That's what's up.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, like, if he's a fan of yours, like, you guys obviously have similar interests.
Yeah. Yeah, but every time I'm in Wisconsin, go kick it with that dude. I love that guy.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Shouts out.
I think we got one more in that, right, Kyle?
Yeah, one more right
Cool.
here.
What are some ways that you keep the concert fresh and fun? What are some ways that, like, you stand out from other DJs? Like, I've noticed that I've never had more fun in my life than at that TVBOO concert because it was super fun. And GRiZ was super fun, too, but in their own way. So how do you guys keep it fun and fresh? That's my question.
I have to get more crazy.
More crazy.
Yeah, it's just
Is there a border line for it?
no. The second you make borders, you border everything else.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah.
Wait, that was a deep thing. Say that again.
The second you border one thing, you have to border everything else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
You've created an edge, so now everything's related by that edge, the distance from it.
Yeah.
Or the relationship as to it is this and therefore not that.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I just have to try to get more wild. Like, all right, this was fun. This was goofy. We have to do more. What can we do that's a little bit crazier than that?
What's crazier than what you're doing now? EDM.
EDM is pretty dope.
Okay. I'm so excited. Okay, so laying it on. Laid it on real thick. Thick like molasses. Something sweet. Cool.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
You're laying it on the vibe, nice and thick.
Okay, got you. I just went on this thing. You went on this thing about molasses. I'm like,
dude, you're laying it on thick.
Hell yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. I have to be thick like molasses.
Yep.
Yeah, what's something you do?
Just lay it on thick.
That's what you do?
Yeah. The reality of it is I make hella edits. And so I try and challenge myself to play something that's brand new every fucking show. And whether it'll ever come out or not is up for discussion. Or ever get finished. But yeah, I try and play new shit, new set lists every single fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
And so that always gives me like, even if I'm like playing like, okay, cool. It's the same set list, but all the songs are in a different order. Or like, you know, I try and always make at least a few moments in the set that are like absolutely fucking brand new for that one thing. Like you've never heard that exact moment. So it gives me something to look forward to. At least I'm like 4 tracks and I'm like, okay, cool, got this cool thing coming up. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, like at Hardfest, I made this Fred Again edit in my hotel room, and I will probably never play that again. But it was really fun, and it kept me occupied, and it was a sound design challenge, and did a bunch of weird shit with vocoders and stuff. And ring modulation, which that was weird.
Dude, I know you were stoked on that intro you had for Force, or an edit you had with Rufus Del Sol.
Yeah. The Inner Bloom Infinite mashup that I have. That the reason why that happened too is because I was doing the mashup with because like Infinite doesn't have vocals on it. It's got this glorious saxophone line, and I feel like it's just such a great opportunity to have a vocal. And I didn't, you know, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to write for the song, and sometimes the instrumental really just speaks to me. But yeah, I had played Infinite out a few times, and I was like, I really want there to be a vocal moment, so I found a mashup, and it was a big gigantic song, The Little Things. It was same key, and I was like, okay, perfect. And so I was playing it out for a few months, and then they were also playing the festival, and I asked Dom, I was like, you're definitely playing that song, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, but you can totally play it. I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I want, you know, I don't want to play your shit out. Because I want them to be able to have the moment with the song that they created, of course, as they should. And Dom's like the nice guy. He's like, dude, fucking play it. That'd be awesome. I'm like, look, I'm just, you know, I'm going to try to find something different. I was like stressing this. I was like, can't find anything that's working. There's all these songs that are in the same key, but none of them are really like working out. And then, yeah, the Rufus Du Sol song, I was just like listening to Rufus and I was like, that sounds, and I was like, yes. So yeah.
Something else I've noticed that you do to keep it fucking fresh. You've been bringing out like other musicians and singers. Like I saw the video from Hard Summer. Was it Hard Summer where you were out there with and you were like singing the song? Like that's fucking fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
super fun.
It looked like you were having fun.
Yeah, that shit's a blast, man. I mean those 4 will be at the majority of GRiZ shows. Colin, Prob Cause, Chris Shira, and the Late Night Horns, as they've called themselves. Jeremy Phipps from New Orleans, and Billy Ostick. I fucking up his last name. Sorry, Billy, bro.
He's being autistic. No. I was about to make a bad joke.
Yeah, that's not a good joke.
It is a reach too.
Anyways, yeah, he's New York based. But yeah, those 4. We did this thing where we're like, all right, we have this song. We're all playing on stage. And there's like this solo breakout moment, and like we're like trying to figure out like, we should do like some like dance here, synchronized thing moment, you know? Because we had it while we were touring. We had like 2 years ago, we created some like dance moves, some like sidestep. I'm snapping on the one of these. Anyways, and then we had this like spin move, the whole fucking 9 yards, and we were all like stepping together while playing horn. It was actually kind of slick. And I was like, man, we should do some shit like that again. And we're like trying to like figure it out like at Christmas in July, like on stage during sound check, and like it's just so cheesy and not good. So we decided to like have this moment where Prob Cause would like set up like an invisible football, and like the trumpet player Billy would like kick the invisible football, and we both be like, whoa, and then like Jeremy on the other side of the stage would like catch the football, and it was like the solo trade. And we like did this thing on stage, and I don't think anybody fucking noticed, and we're all just doing this stupidest shit.
But it was fun for y'all.
But it was so fun, and we will never do that again because like it just did not translate because there's so much shit going on, like you would never know. But we as like a group of people, we love each other so much and just have such a fun vibe. And I have a microphone on stage that like I have like a foot pedal so I can talk to everybody in ears, not so that nobody else can hear it except for us.
Nice.
Because I'll count in things, or I'll be like, hey, this moment's coming up, like get on stage, or like, hey, can you turn these vocals up in my ears, whatever. Like it's an ear, you know, tech shout. We're talking to front of house, so I'm like, hey, I need this, that, or the other. And we'll just tell each other jokes like in the middle of the fucking show. Like
Grant, you ugly, bro. What you doing?
Some shit like that, you know, or like
what dance move was that?
Colin was like right before he'll start rapping, I'll just be like, penis.
He goes to rap and he just says penis.
Yeah. But you know, there's some certain like moments where it's like we really want to make sure the performance is like super tight and slick. And I'm not gonna fuck with them like that. You know, I'm not gonna put him off his game. But like, you know,
but it's still fun every now and then.
It's still fun every once in a while to fuck with them. And you know, like my tour manager will be in my ears saying all types of shit to me. But it you know, like it's like I consider myself to be like not consider, but I feel in my spirit that I'm a pretty serious person, and I think that's a lot to deal with. I know that's a lot to do with the way I was like raised and like my childhood household situation, and I'm learning to play and learning to be goofy, and I love expressing that side of myself, and I love when it's brought into my world. So I want to thank you and that's why I love the ear mix shit and telling jokes. And I want to thank you so much for working on that song with me because one, you killed it. Sound design stuff that you contribute on there is nasty and really cool. And it was a fun track to make. And also it's goofy and it brings joy to me. So Bass Music, listen to it. It's out now.
It's going to be out now by the time this comes out. It comes out Tuesday, and today's Thursday. It comes out this episode will come out next Thursday.
It's out now. Go fucking check it out. Yeah. It's tight.
Yeah. No, man, I appreciate you, man, for real. Like,
yeah.
I wish you would have heard whenever you had tweeted, I'd asked you to come on the podcast. You're like, only if we can do a track together. Yeah, I literally yelled like, ah! Someone comes in my room. They're like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, ah! And I showed them. I'm like, ah! Like it was crazy, man. Like it's like you've been such an influential artist in my life, you know, and I've always been a massive fan, like, you know, the biggest of fans. So it was literally a dream come true, and I can't thank you enough, man. It's honestly, it's crazy, and I get emotional thinking about it, but I appreciate you, man.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Listen to more TVBOO, baby. It's good for you.
Anything you want the people to know before you get out of here?
I don't know. Not really.
Cool.
I love you. Take care of yourself.
Well, once again, thank you so much for being here, man. It means a lot. Thank you, Kyle. This has been a fun episode too, man. Appreciate you being so open.
Are you high?
Yeah.
Tight. You held it together really well. Like, I don't know.
Hey, man, you know.
You should do this more often, man.
Maybe I should.
I got a bong at the crib.
Oh, dude, no, man. Just do bong riz, dude.
Next time.
Yeah, okay, next time I'll do a bong riz with you, man. But this has been a fun episode, and I appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, Kyle. And I appreciate everybody listening to this week's episode of Talks with TVBOO. I will see y'all next week. Go listen to Bass Music. Peace.